You take them to the next game.
Yeah, James. Thanks, Alison.
Josie, I knew what it was called.
Oh, so yeah, Mike. Oh no, I was just nipping around the kitchen getting a drink.
Where's
Thanks,
James's beautiful
Alison.
face?
Yeah, where's your beautiful face, James?
Yeah.
There it
You are the
is.
best looking of us. There we go.
We
That's much
haven't seen you for ages.
better. You are carrying us in terms of
Okay.
looks.
Hi, Alison.
Hi, Alice. Hiya.
Hi, Alison.
I'm waving. You can't see me.
Previously, in Dark Heresy.
Previously on Dark Heresy.
Oh, wow.
Yay. So it begins.
And so it begins. Episode 58. The Fiddler. Are you a murderer? Courtney descended upon the Orphean Quarter with an army at her back. She was sure that the serial killer, the monster who terrorized the ship, who butchered women, was to be found amongst the Orpheans. She was certain. Her gut told her that she was right.
It's Festus Bucket. Right.
Spoilers! Why had she been granted so much power? Why had she been granted an army?
Yeah, why?
Well, she had simply asked for it. The ship was crying out for leadership, for action. Are you a murderer? Courtney had known. Oh, hang on. Hello? Is everyone still there? We all still there? Is that,
I'm still here.
I had a little.
Question. No. Hold no bars.
Courtney had known Nurse Mary, had laughed with her in the Crow the very night that she was killed. It would not stand. Courtney was of a direct mind. She would find the one responsible and hold them accountable. Women would not be preyed upon and hunted by a knife-wielding fiend on board her ship. It would not stand. The port barracks was locked down. No one could get in or out. There was only one exit, and that was in the control of the suppression team. Cell 54 escorted to the command tent, where... Well, it's actually... Sorry, that's not Cell 54 at all, really, is it? Kind of. It's a bit of a fucking mishmash. But never mind. Whoever they are, they were escorted to the command tent, where Sergeant Hakeswell faced a tribunal. He confessed to disobeying a direct order and pleaded not to be sent back to face the weird swamp worlders. Obadiah Hakeswell had retreated only for the safety of his men. He didn't want to go back and face that outlandish music. He begged the commissar. Are you a murderer? Yuri showed a deft touch. He opted for flogging, a subtle approach. All soldiers were needed. No one could be spared. And Yuri, too, heard the fiddle. He understood. Hakeswell was not to blame. Cell 54 left Major Clam to cover their movements with a sniper rifle. Only a few inquisitorial guard escorted them as they headed into the camp. The Orpheans were peaceful, in a festival mood, dancing and playing music. Courtney and her team were safe there. Are you a murderer? Are you a murderer? Cohen Cobb, patriarch of the Cobb family, agreed to assist their investigation and swallowed his pride when talking to the commissar. He was under no illusions of the role that he needed to take. He wanted to protect the lives of his brood. He did what needed to be done. But he couldn't quite hide his shame. Yuri listened to his grievances. The Orpheans were hated. They were not from the Imperium. They did not belong here, surely. The decision to bring them on board seemed to have no logic. The Cadeans had captured one of them, Billy Cobb, and had taken him away to be questioned and tortured. Yuri would resolve matters. Next, at the Cadean quarter, Yuri found those responsible. Dissemination from the officer in charge, Lieutenant Harker, was met with zero tolerance. Before long, the commissar had names, locations, confessions, and again he showed a subtle side. He had not executed anyone all day. The commissar also started to recruit amongst the guardsmen. He intended to form a new unit in his own image. He just struggled for the name. Ship security, secret specialists, space syndicate. Something would come to him. Courtney had set up shop and started asking all the Orphean males within a certain age a very direct question. Are you a murderer? Billy Cobb was found by Yuri and Yarn, executed, as was the body of a murdered Cadean officer. Shurikens had taken the top of his head clean off. The trail of evidence now started to fall into place. For earlier, a body had been found, murdered. A second killer, a second monster. It was a bridge officer that had been thoroughly looted. His latest withdrawal from the armour included a shuriken pistol. It was also missing. Many of these shuriken weapons had been taken from Xenos raiders and were available to purchase from Quartermaster Yuki Gleeflesh. The officer had suffered a very specific bite wound that could only have come from the escaped mutant traitor, Lizard Man Cletus. And now, another murder using the very same Xenos technology, and a familiar psychic spore that Yarn had sent several times since he had arrived in the port barracks. It had to be the Lizardman. The first thing he had done is seek weapons and armour, and who could blame him? He was moving about the ship, hiding his presence with a crude witchery. Are you a murderer? Cletus had used his stolen gun. Cletus had used his stolen gun to kill the Cadean, who had died at his desk, with a data slate in hand. Billy Cobb had been tortured and executed, a single bullet to the head. But Billy's fiddle was gone. Did Cletus have it? Was Cletus responsible for the sinful music that had been playing so very recently? No, surely not, for that was the work of a master fiddler. Had he... Pause for Johnny. Had he passed the fiddle back to his own people? Was amongst them a student of the late Billy Cobb? Are you a murderer? Yarn pursued him, relentless as a bloodhound. The trail was fresh. Cletus had killed the Cadean no more than a day ago. The shepherd tracked his quarry back to the barracks. And back there, at the camp, Courtney had not found her target. She had not found the murderer. She had a moment's doubt. No one had admitted to being the serial killer. Either he was not amongst the Orpheans, he was hidden somewhere, or he was capable of foiling the lie-detecting servo skull. Maybe the killer wasn't an Orphean. Had Courtney just locked down the 1,300 inhabitants of this barracks on a whim, on an assertion based on no facts whatsoever, other than the circumstance that the killings had started after the arrival of the Bayou folk?
Yeah.
Did she have to expand her investigation to the whole ship? That would take forever. And not everyone would subject to questioning as readily as the Orpheans had. No, Courtney decided. Trust your gut. It's probably the prescience or something, right? It's probably a vision. It has to be an Orphean. There has to be another explanation. One where Courtney doesn't have to admit that she was wrong.
So she is wrong. Ah.
Yarn Courtney and Yuri regrouped. The trail was still warm. Yuri decreed his will to both the Cadean and the Orphean camps. There would be no more of his infighting. He would see to it. Billy Cobb's killer had been taken into custody and would be dealt with, he said. For Yuri knew that this place was a tinderbox. Perhaps a riot had been averted here. Commissar Yuri Shevchenko restored discipline. Courtney had uncovered many mutants and psychers during her questioning, and she shared the lists with Commissar Yuri. Pause for Johnny. She was a she was a collaborator. Jan was now sure that Cletus was here in the Orphean camp only a short time ago, and now he was convinced more than ever that Cletus is the fiddler. The bloodhound was on the trail. Could Cletus really have been so stupid to come straight back to his own people? So stupid to murder with his natural bite attack and leave the body on display? He was leaving a trail that a blind man could follow. Was he so brazen? So careless? It was like he was taunting, goading his pursuers. But the Moonshine Killer could not hide from Yarn, using his crude, weird powers. At this rate, he would be caught before the day was done. Lizardman Cletus must be killed. Okay, guys, so that is where we shall start today's game. So I'll put you onto a little map. There is Commissar Yuri, Yarn, Courtney, and Major Clam here. So Courtney, you've pretty much finished your questioning. You haven't found the killer. Well, before you start heading off, you wait a fucking moment, Jonathan Carter. Right? You're not heading back fucking anywhere. I've put you on a map. There's 3 of you here, and you're gonna have a little fucking talk for a minute, if anything, before you fuck off.
Okay.
I made a map and everything,
like
Johnny.
Pages of notes that I can just flagrantly disregard by fucking off.
Well, that's where I've got you
Okay.
beaten, Johnny, because I don't have any fucking notes.
All right. You win this round.
No, I do have an episode. Basically, I've got about 12 bullet points for tonight's game.
All right.
I have a different strategy from Dave's approach.
Good.
Obviously, the intro was prepared.
I don't know what you mean. I did not have 47 pages of notes for my last game.
I don't even have 47 bullet points, Dave. I've got about 12. So that'll have to do it.
Campaign.
Yeah, but
We just have different. We have different GMing styles.
We do. My you free ball a lot more. My Friday session last week was literally a 47-page choose your own adventure book.
Awesome. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you.
Writing adventure books, Dave. You fucking love the writing.
Yeah, maybe.
They're notes that will get used as well. Like, you know.
Darker Heresy, the entire campaign write-up is 192 pages long.
James, could I have you in Roll20 if you'd be so kind, sir?
He's just
No,
frozen.
Frozen.
His cat's frozen him.
Well, we'll just wait for him to return and we'll make a start. So basically, it's going to be you 3. So you finished your questioning, Johnny. You've been unsuccessful. And you started. There's a tiny sliver of doubt there that you may have fucked up and just shut down this whole section with an
He's not
army.
going to show it.
Yeah. But maybe
show it.
no, trust your gut, Johnny. It's definitely an Orphean. It's definitely not Dr. Festus Bucket.
Yeah, it's somebody with skilled trained hands with a knife, and a lot of time on his hands, with no actual chance of ever getting a female, companion because he's just so hideous. So he may have like a deep hatred of females, which is manifesting itself in these serial killings. A bit like Jack the Ripper, you might say. You know what I mean?
It could well be ripped off Jack the Ripper. I mean, it's not like me to rip off everything in my game, Johnny. It's not, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't rip off every single thing that's in my campaign off somewhere else.
No, of course
I wouldn't do that. I make it all up. I'm full of original
totally original.
ideas. It's totally original. It's totally
It is.
original.
I definitely don't rip off ideas for my campaign. I don't
That's
rip
pretty
things
slick.
off, but bury them within so many layers of nonsense that you can't tell where they're ripped off from.
Okay, so welcome back, James. So,
Hello.
would
Hello.
you please? I was just asking you when you crashed out, mate, whether you'd go into roll 20.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
no?
yeah, you say, yeah.
So yeah, so we'll begin the game. Basically, it's you three together. This may be a very quick game, especially. I just had to rein Johnny in there for a second, James, because before I even started describing, I was like, "Right, I'm off." It's like, "Fucking hell, Johnny."
Well, he's
Fucking hell,
off
Johnny.
because Hayden's not here.
Yeah.
No, it was just
Right, so
Hopefully he'll join us.
I hope so. But he did say basically he had every intention of having a nap and then getting up, but chances are he's just fucking dead to the world. So I don't think we'll be seeing him. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. We'll just play it for a little bit. Like I say, it might be a very short game tonight, but it is what it is. So we had a try. I mean, it was always a risk that that he wouldn't be able to make it. So it's no big deal. But like I said, the first bit's just you three anyway. So I'll just wait till James. Oh, now we've got no James and no Johnny. Oh no, we've got James in now, but no Johnny. Yeah, but you're not in roll 20, please. I must insist that you join roll 20.
Oh yeah, sorry, dude.
You weren't there before.
I was. Just because
I've made this great map for you.
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, so yeah, so the whole barracks is still on shutdown. You finished your investigation. Jan, you've tracked Cletus back to the camp. The trail you think is no more than a day old. So as you three here together, you can discuss anything you might want to discuss, and if you've got nothing to discuss, we can then decide what you guys are doing next.
Okay.
Major Clam's here. He's got his shoulder. He's got his sniper rifle holstered.
just to clarify, something, Al. I've got some information on the killings. How much of that is what I already had, and how much of it is what Courtney gave me? I can't remember.
So basically, you've got all this kind of information, but you've not even really looked at it other than so. I think all the information has come from Courtney. Went to the librarian. She enlisted the help of Nathaniel.
Rolled
She rolled a natural one. She made some good findings. She didn't roll a natural one, and so that information you've got is basically from Courtney.
Okay.
Now you've still got you've still got the case data, the case information on your data slate, but you've just not had a chance to look at it. You keep getting distracted by all these different things happening. You've just got no chance to look at this task at all, really.
Yep,
So every time you get anywhere near anything, you just seem to have another job land on your desk. It's
Oh my god, tell me about it. I thought my life for the minute.
hey, let's do a role play. Well, you've got a job to do. Got to earn a keep.
I think I've literally sat down collectively for about 5 minutes today, and the rest of the time I was fucking running around the way and I was trying to fight fires. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's the way it is, mate. So like I say, you can have a little chat between the four of you, I suppose. Major Clam or not, or if you want to move on and do something else, you can do that as well. So I'll leave it to you guys and let me know what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that Jan's got the scent, so to speak, don't I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Jan would have shared that. Unless you say otherwise, James. But you were working together. He's been with you all that last session.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why he wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm sure I've shared with Dave.
Courtney's going to just gesture for Yuri and Jan. Just wants to confide in them.
Okay. Are you heading towards morning, getting close?
I am not a murderer, before you ask. Well, it depends upon, as we said before, it depends upon definition of word. But yeah, I'm gonna move over to Courtney. Yeah.
If it's in a line of duty, then that's acceptable.
It is discipline, not murder.
I couldn't agree more, Commissar. maybe we're looking in the wrong place.
Don't fuck with me, Courtney. We are here because of you and your hunch.
Well, my hunch.
Don't fuck with me,
Now that we've done the investigation, here, this part of the investigation, I'm inclined to believe it's somebody with skill with a blade that has some anatomical knowledge, and or definitely some training with a knife, of some description. I'm thinking maybe a medical personnel, or perhaps military. I'd like to start with medical because it's a smaller department.
One of victims was nurse, I suppose. Which brings me to something I have been considering. One of the victims, the second victim, is unidentified Orphean. Somebody must be missing them. I go speak with Orpheans once more. What did we do with the lieutenant that we found?
Okay, so let me make it very clear to you guys. I was very drunk and stoned last game, and too unfit to GM. Now, from what I gather, you had a fun game. That's great. But I'm holding my hands up here. I'm holding my hands up here. It was very hazy the whole fucking session. I've obviously remembered enough because I've wrote an intro here.
Yeah.
But I do feel that when you're asking me for fucking details,
all right, okay,
we might just have to. We might have to. I mean, it is there on the recording somewhere, right?
It
does, in theory.
Me
might need
James,
to.
me and James can figure this out because we talked about doing something with the lieutenant. But I'd had a few beers, I think. What did we decide?
We're talking about
the body. The body that we found.
Oh, so the Cadean. So you've got a Cadean body with his head chopped off, and you've also got the body of Billy Cobb. And I think you were going to you brought that back to the camp.
We definitely said we were going to bring Billy back, but I don't remember what we did with the lieutenant. Did we arrange for him to come back?
Oh,
you clearly said me and Dave won Darkest Heresy in
Game over.
We powered up. We powered up to a Astartes. That's
all right. So it must be your turn to run a campaign now, buddy.
Because I don't know about Jan, but Yuri would probably have arranged for the body of the lieutenant to be returned to his men, because the way Yuri is, he would feel like that's a thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
as well, like people were being sent to bring the bodies back.
Yeah, I feel like we maybe did that.
We were on the train.
Okay, just one sec. So just let me get my notebook. Might even have a pretend at making some notes. So, just to let you know, James, this game doesn't end until one of us fucking gets hit by a bus. So,
great.
Yeah. Great. Great. Yeah. Always, what's it, section?
Only in death.
Or fleas. That's exactly it.
Only in mental breakdown does duty end.
Just so we've got that very clear. Basically, it's like a test of stamina. This game,
Yeah.
Who's gonna fucking?
I love it. I'm here for it. What I'm going to do, Al, I'm going to speak with Major Clam, and I'm going to ask him to make sure that the body has been returned to the Cadeans and keep an eye on them to make sure they don't do anything stupid while I go and have a word with the Orpheans once more. And I'm going to say to Courtney, we will talk more of your idea in a moment. I have thought. I must check on something.
Very good, Commissar. Okay. Carry on.
What about Jan and Courtney?
Very sarcastically, thank you, Miss Courtney.
I can read between the lines.
Okay, so Yuri, you want to go and speak with Cohen. So what about Courtney and Jan? While Yuri carries on with that. Have you got anything you'd like to do, or?
I'd like to say to Jan, I was like, do you think that these two murders, the murder on the lieutenant and the murder of these, the Orphean and the nurse, are connected? Or do you think we have two killers on our hands?
It is likely there are many killers.
They're always. She's just going to stare off into space.
Yeah, at least two.
Yeah. We really need to provide some sort of entertainment on board the ship. I mean, people haven't got anything better to do than murdering each other. It's a sad reflection of the state of affairs and recreational activities on the ship. Perhaps I'll mention this to Jagannath or to the Inquisitor, or whoever, or yourself. But anyway, do you think we could bring the ship closer together? You know what I mean? With in the spirit of
Myself.
cooperation.
You're hoping to get lucky later, Courtney?
Always.
Did he genuinely ask that?
If you are going to ask it, I insist you ask it in a Jamaican accent, James.
Yeah. So right.
You know the power I wield. Could be me.
If I could crush your skull with a thought, think what I could do to your entire body. It's like, no, you're all right. Thank you, Mr. Yarn. I'll do a rain check on that one.
Oh dear. It's only a sliver away from pornography, this game, all the time.
It's less pornography and more just fantasy.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Only fancy.
It's the most it's the most homoerotic fantasy between five straight men I've ever encountered.
I have to say, Johnny's also got to live out his fantasy of being a collaborator.
Yeah.
Which you got to do last game as well, which was
Yeah.
They pay better. Hard. You've got to do what you've got to do. You've got to give me no recriminations for this. We'll just kill all the people that would potentially be annoyed by it.
I think you should just kill Courtney off and become one of Yuri's the
new team.
Super secret
the Shevchenko youth, as I'm calling them.
Yeah. Shevchenko youth.
That's it.
Oh my god, that is great. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe you could make her an honorary officer.
She's a psycho. She's not really allowed. We're just going to paint a yellow star on her arm.
That's nice.
Okay, so Courtney and Jan, anything more?
Yeah.
Anything more to speak to one another, or?
I'm not going to wrap. I'm going to take the service call with me. Were you? Did you accompany? Shall we wait for Yuri? I'd like you to accompany to the med bay. I have some people's question there.
The med bay.
Yeah.
They'll call it. They'll call it.
I want to check out this camp.
And then I'm just going to issue a ship-wide announcement. Courtney and Maud, the service delivery on the ship. I require all medical personnel in the med bay in the next hour. Do not be late. For your benefit, not mine. Ding dong. Right.
Ding bong.
So it sounds like Jan is still has got a target to find. Let's say he's not done here, that's for sure.
Hello, campers.
Hello, campers. So, Yuri, you head out of the. I think you're in the. I don't know where did you set up your little interrogation room, or wherever Johnny was anyway.
Yeah.
But wherever you were, you're in the camp, so you head straight out and. You see Cohen, he's not far away, and he sees you as well. He's got his hat still, kind of in between his hands, he sees you, and he's kind of almost like, he's fidgeting somewhat. He's got some kind of nervous tells that he's giving away as he sees that he falls under your attention, and you walk towards him slowly, due to your gammy augmetics. Your crude augmetics, sorry. You head up to... Such crude, sorry.
Gammy.
That's maybe the wrong way. I'm struggling with my vocabulary, guys.
This one's got some old cheese on it. Just scrape that off.
Oh, me gammy leg.
Oh, me gammy bionic. But no, I've been struggling quite a bit with my vocabulary. It's been quite ridiculous. So if random words start popping up.
Or
Coincidentally, he goes,
deploy more.
I'm going to just say my
Get some more stuff.
key phrase. Look at those fancy little napkins. Why, hello, Mr. Commissar, sir, Mr. Fancy Hat. May I be of assistance to you? He doesn't quite hold your eye contact for very long.
I'm going to say to him, perhaps you will be of assistance to me. Perhaps I assistance to you. Are your people, any of your people, missing?
Well, I mean, we never had no census as such, sir. So I think it's hard to keep track of them all. There's no records of us, and some of them were taken off to Mr. Stormsinger. He started his bio boot camp up, and so some of them have moved on, and it's just hard to keep track. I just don't know if there's anyone missing. I mean, some of them are working, as far as I know. Some of them, it's just hard to say. I don't have access to all the information.
But you seem to represent these people, yes? So someone here must be aware if someone they know or care for is missing, yes?
Well, I mean, there's no one in the camp itself, sir. But like as I say, some of our folk have been, let us say, recruited, and they're now working for the ship itself. And many of those folk aren't situated here anymore.
I am understanding.
One here. I'm not aware of anyone here who is missing.
But many of the people here in this camp will be aware of people that are no longer in camp, that may be perhaps working elsewhere and have not been seen for several days, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm sure that will, and I'm sure there must be records on your ship records. Those who are not based in the camp anymore, I'm sure you might be able to track that down.
Yes. But I will not. You will do this for me.
Delegator.
And he goes, but sir, I've not been given any authorities or access to the ship's systems. I'll do my. No, and he looks, he catches your eye, and there's maybe perhaps something in the eye there. He goes, no, you mind, sir. I'll take care of it. I'm sure I can make things. Just you leave it with me.
Mr. Cobb, it is quite simple. I would like a list of people that. It might take a day or two. Ask every one of your people, one at a time. Do not worry about it. Make list of everyone they know that came aboard. And then from that list, make list of everyone that is no longer in this camp. Yes? I will do the rest.
And he smiles, but the smile doesn't quite reach his eyes. It's a nervous smile. And again, he's almost like dry washing his hands behind his bloody hat. You can see, to Yuri, you can see that this is a man who seems almost broken talking to you.
I'm going to give him a hearty pat on the back and say, you can do this. I have faith in you, Mr. Cobb. The reason I ask, Mr. Cobb, is we have found a body of someone, and I would like to make sure that they are properly honored and returned to their people.
Why, yes, sir, that's very kind of you, sir, and I very much appreciate that, and I shall get right on that. You just leave that with me, there'll be no problems also.
Good.
And may I have a, may you means of communicating to you, sir?
I want to say, there's Major Clam and his people are permanently set up round here, aren't they?
Yeah.
So at the minute they are. Yeah, the whole army or the suppression team is set up here. So Major Clam was basically came to Courtney when she was in the library.
Request.
Yeah. So basically, it's basically like a bodyguard almost for Courtney. She got a squad of guard following her around. So.
I'm going to say, I'm going to point at the little tent and go, Major Clam can contact me. Failing that, I'm going to point at the Cadeans camp and say, someone there will be able to contact me. You will work together with these people, yes?
His eyes widen at this. Involuntary at this, and he goes, Yes, of course, sir. We're all allies here. We're working aboard the ship, and of course, we'll work together. There was no hard feeling. And then he kind of trails off. He can't quite keep the lie going.
Let me make it clear, Mr. Cobb. We are all in literally the same boat, yes? What incidents and accidents befall one, befall the other. We are all here to serve a great purpose. And if I find, for some reason, someone is incapable of working as small cog in large machine, then small cog will be removed and replaced. Understanding? Yes?
Mr. Cobb, Cohen Cobb says, "Yes, sir. I understand your words very well, sir. And you live with me. You've got nothing to worry about."
Pat him heartily on the shoulder again and goes, good man. And then I'm just going to wander off and head back to Yarn and Courtney.
Well, they're coming out of the tent, I think, and I'd like Courtney and Yarn to make a Psyniscience test. Yarn, I would like this one for you to be a plus 20.
I'm just going to go for a wee while you're doing that. Back in a sec.
Psyniscience. So how do I make a psyniscience test?
Okay, so you go onto your character sheet, which is at the very top of the.
Yeah.
Very top. I put it there just on its own, so to make it easier for you, mate.
Cool.
Just below Task Force Courtney. So your character sheet there. So Psyniscience should be on your advanced skills, which is at the top on the right.
Yeah.
You should be able to see it. If you click on the number, the roll number, which is 30, click on that. You should get a separate box come up, and then you can add modifiers into that. And I think this one will be a straight.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same because that was a shit.
Have you got a fate point, Johnny?
I have. I've got a few. Believe it or not.
Okay. I do
So
believe
now-
it. I just like to ask.
I know, mate. I know. It's,
I don't think I'll ever tire of that one.
I was like living on a knife edge with my characters. It's great. Adds
Okay.
a certain amount of pressure to the certain amount of pressure to the situation.
Yeah, bit of risk, a spice to life, isn't it? So
Yeah, it certainly is.
Jan, you sense a disturbance in the warp. Sorry, guys.
That sounds totally original.
It is original. I've told you, Johnny. I'll tell you 1,000 times. All my game is completely original.
I know, it's amazing. It just amazes me how you do it, Al.
Yeah, I'm just so creative. I'm just a creative guy.
You've missed your calling. You should be doing this for a living.
I should be.
I'm not billions out of your life.
Yeah. I prefer just to do it for you guys. You know what I mean? Because you haven't all seen all popular culture, so I haven't read all the books I've read. So.
Yeah, we're on for more.
I'm not even. The thing is, I've stopped even pretending not to be ripping stuff off. It's just.
No, do it. No copyright.
Yeah, I don't care.
Alan,
Anyway.
like I say, it's not about what you rip off, it's about how well you hide it. If you pay attention, you'll notice that most of Darker is stolen from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even try to hide it. So,
Wear on your sleeve.
You sense, like I say, a disturbance. It's the book. Yeah. You surrounded it in a circle to defend it from malign, basically from demonic forces, from evil, to contain the book, but also to keep the book in, also to keep things out, to protect it from, like I say, malign warp influences. And one consequence of creating this circle, which is still quite a simple circle, you've still got a lot to learn. You're still quite an apprentice in this area. You've learned quite a bit from the book, but you put this circle around it. Now, one of the consequences of this circle is when it has been disturbed or is disturbed, you can sense that. And you can also sense separately a warp disturbance towards the fore of the ship in the underdecks, which is where you've stored the book. So not only do you detect the circle, some warp influence around it, you also detect some form of disturbance at the front of the ship as well. So you are, and this is obviously you react quite poorly to this. I mean, you left the book supposedly there safely, and now something's happening. And there's some. Is it a warp storm? Is it some kind of incursion? Something is happening, and you're aware of this. Courtney, you are blissfully unaware of all this kind of warp shenanigans going on at the front of the ship.
Give me 2 seconds.
Maybe.
Right.
Question. Yep, no worries. God, I made a real hash out of saying those words.
No, you did.
Oh,
No.
hey, no, mate, I'm really, no, like, maybe, in a minute, I don't know, let's say my flow and my vocabulary, I still seem struggling with.
Your
Kind of
flow
annoying
cab.
me.
Flow cab.
Have you considered
flow cab.
using shorter words?
No, I like using I like using words I don't even know the meaning of.
John has a blue cat. Jane has a red cat.
They are heretics.
They will burn.
Yes. That's the campaign solved in simple.
And well, it's either after my campaign ends, it's either your turn, Johnny, or James's. So.
I couldn't run a campaign. I'm a war gamer, true and true war gamer. I might run a bolt action campaign if anybody's interested in trying it. I'm working on the battlefield at the moment. So basically, you don't even need to provide models. I've got models and everything like that. You know what I mean? I just want to teach people, show people how to play it.
To be honest, I probably wouldn't mind a game of it at some point. I wouldn't mind trying it.
It's such a tactical game. I think you'll fucking love it. When I first played it, I was like, "Holy shit, this is so good." You know what I mean? Just as the game system goes, it's really involving. You're always involved in the game because it's back and forth. You're always in it, always in that game.
Yeah. It's not like it's like you're not. It's like not you don't take one turn each. It's like you're doing a unit each.
That's 40k should have fucking changed to that by now.
Yeah.
You go, I go things, fucking,
Yeah, they can't do it because Bolt Action have done it, and they might.
But loads of game systems have done it. It doesn't mean they can't do it.
Yeah, no.
I think everyone's got one. I think everyone's got one game in them, and one campaign in them for for start. But I mean, I'm interested, Johnny. And I've said that before, so
it's great. I mean, there's loads of different armies you can take. There's like, I mean, it's historical. That's what I love about it. Like I said, I'm gonna have a board set up for scenery and stuff as well. That's what I'm working on at the moment. And eventually, this guy will clean down. I do really hope to run a campaign
in Finland.
What's that?
Someone was telling me they were playing Finland.
Yeah, you play. Yeah, Finland were actually allied with the
Finland.
They weren't allied with them.
Where I want to be so much better than Sweden.
They were neutral, but actually, I think they did actually ally with the Germans, but only because their common enemy was Russia, and the Russians went in with everything, you know what I mean?
Can you
get the shit out of them with far less men? Yeah, but they were supplied by. They did buy a lot of stuff from the Germans as well in order to defend themselves.
Can you?
As well, and they absolutely rogered the Russians in World War I and World War II.
Can you play as Switzerland?
No, yeah, you get some bankers or something. You get some bankers and fucking carts and Nazi gold in them.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? If you turned up to a game of Bolt Action and your opponent climbed onto the fucking table, sat in the middle of the mat with a load of fucking chocolate gold coins.
You can play Steve McQueen, right? And then you can jump over a fucking hill, over some barbed wire in Switzerland, but it'll only be the edge of Switzerland. You know what I mean? That'll be it. That'll be the game.
That'd be good. I'd go for that. Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Anyway,
so Jan, the book is in peril, and what perhaps the act.
What were you said? It wasn't just the book; it was elsewhere as well.
No, it's well. What do you mean the actual the warp disturbance?
Yeah,
you
warp
mean?
disturbance.
No, no, no. It's in the same place. It's focused in the same place. As in, it's towards the front of the ship. So you're pretty sure that wherever
Right.
it is, it's just in the one location, and you're pretty sure
How
that
far away
location.
am I from it?
You on the port barracks is pretty much at the back, the aft port side of the ship. So you're about as far away as you could be. So, I mean, it seems to me you've got a clear choice here, Jan. I mean, you were pretty much going to carry on hunting the lizard man, but you've got another option now. What do you want to do?
In what way is it? I'll radio the section.
Yeah, you've got so you've got comms. There's a squad of guards deployed down there. There's an officer down there, and his name is I don't fucking know. His name is Officer Lands, and Sergeant Lands, and you commsing into him.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
Sergeant Lands, what is the status of the artifacts and the area under your charge?
Okay, there's a huge spike of it's almost like a shriek as your comms bead place some awful frequency into your ear. There's a crackling. There's no proper comms connection made. Just Jan recoils for a second from the jolt of noise.
I'll turn to Yuri and I'll say the area I sense a disturbance from the area where we store dark artifacts and try to keep them safe, man.
I'm sorry, there are dark artifacts about this vessel.
Yeah, man. Things that cannot be destroyed.
I can't help but saying vessel.
It's never. I can't. It's never going to not be funny.
There's a problem in our dark artifacts department.
This sounds like a job for Harry Potter. Yes. I'm going to say, what is the problem in this highly theoretical sounding place?
How close is the psychic disturbance to what we experienced in cell 54's room?
Why don't I try and bring up the map and I'll show you where the various things are on the map. That might be a bit easier. So I shall see. I don't think I've got it on a main screen. Let me try showing it. It's one of the handouts.
I mean, like, does the energy share any similarities? Can I tell?
What? We're compared with let's say when basically when Cletus disappeared. Hello, is everyone still there?
Yep.
Yeah,
You mean like there we go.
The witch has turned up.
Wow, fantastic.
Oh, man.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, my alarm didn't help.
It's all good, mate.
It's all right.
It's all right, mate. No worries.
Yeah,
It's kind of half expected. You got nothing to apologise for, mate. I thought you might turn up, and if you didn't, it wouldn't be the end of the world anyway. We'd just finish it a bit quicker. So there was a distinct power that was responsible, firstly, for taking Cletus out of the equation, and you're sure it's the same power which was also was involved with. I think there's a few different bits. It's the same power, but this is not the same thing as far as you can tell.
It's not the same
power. It's not the same as far as you can tell.
Oh, tight.
Whoever evac'd Cletus from his chamber. I mean, we all know who did that. It was Sausage.
Want anything to do with Courtney at all?
So we can call it. Is it the power of Sausage? Is Sausage responsible for this? Even though Jan
Empire's
doesn't
a vote
know.
on sausages, mate.
Well, and we've seen that today already. So no, you don't think it's the same as far as you can tell.
Can I try radioing Jagannatha?
Okay. Okay, you can. But first, before you do that, I'm going to go for a wee. I'm going to get a drink. But yes, you can comms into Jagger. And we'll do that next, okay?
We get to see actually. I'm degemifying my kit, Hayden.
Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, I'm back. You comms into Jagannafa. This time, the comms seems to hold. And you also can sense that the psychic disturbance, a warp storm, warp disturbance, warp event, whatever it is, it seems to be dissipating and fading. But the comms gets through to Jagannafa, and Jagannafa goes, "Ah, Shepherd, it is fortuitous you have called. I was just about to contact you. You must, of course,
We
ascend."
feel a disturbance in the.
In the force, yes, yes, I sense it too. Sorry,
Great idea.
guys. Sorry.
That's all right. Good.
Yes, it is at containment. There has been strange occurrences here. Perhaps you should come.
Cheeky fucking mutant. No,
We
no.
think we hot on the trail of Cletus. We think he murdering people on the ship.
I see.
No.
I started it.
Should I abandon him for the containment facility?
Jagannath, there's a pause, and he goes, "No need. I am here now. The Sergeant Lars had contacted me and asked me to come. There has been much strangeness going on. The containment facility is in total disarray, but appears safe.
We be there as soon as we can.
He says, as you wish." Okay, so you are going to abandon your hunt of the dirty Elizabeth for now and head to containment instead, is that right? No?
Jagannathra
Or
is,
you're gonna...
yeah,
you're gonna... I
I'm gonna
misunderstood.
finish yeah, Jagannathra's
Okay, no, I totally misunderstood. I totally misunderstood what you're saying there, James. Forgive me. So Jagannath says yes. He says, "I shall stay here until you can arrive. Be assured that the artifacts are still here."
Thank you, Rasta. We'll be there soon.
He goes, "I will await, and I shall begin the cleaning up. The place is a fucking mess." Okay, so you break in the comms with Jagger. He's already there. and he says that there's not necessarily anything to worry about in that the artifacts are still in hand.
With like I can just imagine now with an evil tone performing some sort of fucking forbidden arcane ritual. It's like everything's fine.
Everything
I
is
mean-
good.
Guys, you should be more trusting of me, right?
No.
Oh.
Not
Anyway.
man who wields
Like,
evil.
what, like evil ally?
There's always
Yeah.
fire when there's smoke with Alan. Guaranteed.
I would say Alan probably has some of the most evil toes in the world.
Evil toes?
Yeah,
Toad?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you seen my toes?
That's why they're so evil. Secretive.
You're not making... You're making no sense.
Secrets.
Okay. So, Jan, you're going to head off... Oh, sorry, you're not heading off. You're going to continue the hunt.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you're
Absolutely.
on the trail. The trail is still warm. And what about Yuri and Courtney? Jan wants to stay here and continue his hunt of lizardmen.
Yeah.
What about Yuri and Courtney? What about you? What are you doing while Jan does it?
Yuri 100% is going with Jan if he thinks he's got a lead because it's Yuri's been tasked with finding this killer. So.
And
His
then
traitor.
Courtney,
Find him.
where are you? Sorry, where are they heading?
That's
I wanted
down
to go
here.
to the, I wanted to go to the med bay. I've already made a tannoy about it. To go to the for all medical personnel, but that can wait after until Yuri and Jan have done their thing. Because
let's not split the party. Yeah.
You did actually say within the hour.
Yeah, I did. So we can wait.
Okay. So what I'm going to want from Jan, please.
What?
I would like a roll from you, please. I'd like a roll, please. And the roll is it's a Psyniscience as you continue your tracking of the psychic spore.
Psychic spore.
Right. I will. Can I roll the power of the time must not name?
Power that should not be named in good conscience.
Is that so you can't jinx it? Is that the whole point of it?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it, mate.
Well, okay.
So that spell goes off. Okay. Jan, you're not willing to give up the hunt for this fucking lizardman. So brazen, so careless. He's been taunting and goading you. You're not going to willing to give up. You're sure that Jagannatha has your best interests at heart. Probably not, no. But you're sure that, at least for now, containment is safe. You continue
Real safe.
crisscrossing. You continue crisscrossing the camp, and again and again you're picking up this this psychic spore. You can sense where he's been. He's been here, all over this camp quite recently, and you start to narrow it down as to where the trail grows stronger and more recent, and eventually you start to follow the trail out of the Orphean camp, out of the front door, or the front gate. Are you going to follow the trail?
Yeah, sure.
So the trail starts to lead you all the way up into the suppression, like the army that surrounds the camp, the suppression team, starts to lead you into your camp effectively. So you've got like this semicircle of. I'll put you on that map briefly. There's a where are we? I've lost it. This one. Yeah, so I'll put you onto this map briefly. So you were here, where I've got processing. That's where Courtney was doing her processing of the Orpheans. So I'll just draw you a quick. So I'm just going to do a bit of drawing to show you where you've been finding this spore. So you came in the main entrance, which is so you. Sorry guys, I'm struggling a bit with language again. So the Cadeans had taken Billy Cobb and they'd taken him to the underdecks. So that was out the front door. So you tracked it back, coming back in the front door, back to the camp. Now here you've been crisscrossing the camp, finding out where he's been. So some areas where it's very strong are near the front of the camp. So you get the impression he's been here, perhaps watching all this that's been going on. You find. Don't laugh so evilly, please. You find, and you find like evidence of him all over this camp. So you find out pretty much all over the camp. He's been here, but he's definitely been focused quite recently near the front, perhaps watching out. But the trail is strongest. It starts to lead back out and back out the front entrance. So it's gone again, straight through. Where the army is placed.
You're in
Seems to
man.
lead straight out the barrack.
He's gonna lead us on a chase again. What do you recommend when they're running from you?
When they, I've been following. Sorry, just to clarify, have we been walking back and forth? Am I aware that this is?
Yarn is. I think Yarn is not hiding anything from you, as far as I'm aware. And if that's not wrong, then please say it. So Yarn is what he's doing is he's moving around, and he's almost like a bloodhound. He's kind of getting quite low to the ground at times, and he's kind of sensing. Every now and then he'll look at an object, and he'll draw closer to it, and you can just see him. It's like he's tracking, but he's looking for signs that you can't see, Yuri. So but yes, he's kind of crisscrossed around, and then now he's following the trail. I think straight out the camp back towards the front door. Which I think you've been following him this time. I think Courtney has as well.
In my experience, when your quarry moves in this way, there are 3 explanations. 1, he is stupid. 2, he is looking for something. 3, he is toying with you.
We suspected the latter one.
Then we should be prepared, because if this lizard man is indeed toying with us, then he expects us. We should be cautious on approach.
What are all these little circles out?
And these are various different types of units. So these are different, like let's say I've got the army deployment somewhere. So for example,
on the ship.
So just one sec. So I'll just answer the first question. So at the very top of the handouts there's a handout called Task Force Courtney, and that lists all the different troops that are here. So for example, all them purple circles are the Navy troops. They're the kind of standard infantry. But there's different other colours for different types. Like there's a unit there of the engineers, there's the stormtroopers, the command squad, that sort of thing. So the different circles are different types of units. So I'll bring up the map of the Malevolence, which again is in the handouts. I'll show this to the players. So can you see that? So if you have a look here, can you see that map? Yeah. So the port barracks. I think the port barracks is number 11 on the left side. So I have a map of the ship anyway. Just let me see if I've done it. Oh, here we go. So I'll put you all on the ship map now for a sec. So here, Jan, I'll put you actually on the map now, so I can ping it. So the port barracks is this number 11 here. I'll just put a little circle on it. That one there. So that's where you are now, currently, yeah?
Number 11.
So number 11. So the your containment is up somewhere at the front of the ship, but it's in the underdeck. So this is the main deck. This map here. Okay. Is there any other locations that you want us to know roughly where they are on this map? To put things
There's
into
an
context?
11 up north as well.
That's, I don't know what that is. So that's probably just means it's a barracks. So I think 11 might just be a barracks. So I've got a key somewhere as well. I'd have to find it though. Where's my ship key? It's also in this.
This numbering system is
Chaotic, one might say.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I did this a very long time ago, guys. So
I like numbering
it'll have
system. It means it's even harder to find me.
Hayden, if you can't say anything that's not taunting the other players, please.
Oh no! Let him mouth off, Al. He'll be fine.
No, I'm not loose lips in myself.
So anyway, yeah, let's see if I can find where did I put the bloody thingamajiggy.
which direction was it going in now?
Oh, which
So,
section
like-
is what going in? Right.
So I must be following it out one end or the other.
Yeah. So yeah,
This is-
basically the south side is where the exit to this barracks is, leading onto that
here.
corridor. So it heads out into the aft of the ship.
To the aft, people, to the aft.
And is this
Sorry, that's yours.
is this just open?
Yes, you do that. So no, I mean there's various corridors there. So the little squares are denoting rooms and sections. So the kind of lines in between the squares are corridors.
Right. I will ask for. Who controls the bulkheads and all the rest of it?
The
Can
bulkheads
I-
and such are controlled by by the bridge. So there'll normally be somewhere there. So it's under the ship command. So you'd have to bridge.
Yeah.
All of it,
Radio
I would say.
bridge.
Okay. So yeah, so you comms into the bridge. This is Commander Sharp reporting.
Bastard.
Wagwan, Major Sharp.
Wagwan Shepherd.
Me following the trail of one of these suspected murderers we have on the ship, and we need everything locking down south of 1137. Lockdown 8, lockdown 6.
Mr. Command, sir. We'll lock it right down. And
So I'm aiming to.
we set
lock
the.
down,
Shall we deploy the red alert, sir?
yeah, man. Like close 11 and open all airlocks.
No, sir, no. I mean, I can't open the airlock, sorry, sir. I mean, there'd be crew members at risk.
The Alexa technique.
It's
Yeah,
please,
so
sir, no.
basically everything
I can't do that, sir.
I'm chasing
murder,
murderers.
sir.
I'm going to murder everybody in my path to get to him.
I'll tell you who's the biggest killer.
It's an arms race you want, is it? Righty-ho. Jan and Yuri just marching through the ship, seeing how many atrocities they can commit between them.
Yeah.
How are you getting into it, James?
Yuri winks at Jan.
Anyway,
Yuri winks at
The,
Jan,
the
cocks his bolt pistol.
the bulkhead's locked down, and Commander Sharp goes, "Aye, that bastard's got nowhere to run now." And that is where we shall leave this bit for now. And I would like, if we can, to go back to cell 53. Now that Hayden has rejoined us.
Just
Unless there's something you want to do. No, go for it.
very briefly, just a
Yeah,
note
go
I'd
for it,
like
okay.
you to make a note of as I'm jogging along with Jan doing whatever the fuck we're doing. Bolt pistol is going into my left hand. Chainsword is in my right.
Very good. Okay.
That is important.
Right. Okay.
So that's the kind of section I'm aiming to lock down now.
Very good. So that is where we shall leave it for now.
Cool.
And I shall go back to Ridge Station. So we'll go back onto cell 53. So you're now Nixios, Alexa, Arnold, and Quintius.
Delightful.
It looks like we've lost Alexa for a little bit. So I'll remind you what you were doing last time on cell 53. So the last thing you had done is we're on to day 2 with cell 53. Oh, welcome back, Johnny. Just to let you know, just give you a recap what happened while you were gone, Johnny. So Yarn has followed the trail of Cletus out of the barracks, and he's asked the bridge to shut down like a quadrant of the ship, deploying all the bulkheads. So Sharp has done red alert. And then and then he's locked down all the bulkheads. So and then I was going to leave that section there. So Courtney, the next bit you want to do is go and interrogate Medbay. That's right. Or do you want to stay with Yarn and Yuri's
I want to go speak to Festus.
That's fine. You can split the party. It's not a problem. Like this game is literally set up for splitting you guys up, so it's all good.
Yeah. I'll take a bodyguard, obviously, with me, and the servo squad.
Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So you can have that squad of Inquisitor guard with her at all times. They've been assigned to you for your protection, so that's not a problem for you to keep them in play. Yeah. Okay. So that is where I was going to leave that section. Then I was going to go back to Ridge Station and back to Cell 53 with Alexa, Quintius, Arnie, and Nixios, if that's okay.
She's going to walk with her guards, but she's going to chat to them casually as they walk. You know what I mean? Ask them about the day and just like ask them about themselves. How's the wife and kiddies? You know what I mean?
Can we just have a go on? Oh yeah. Well, one little thing. No, one little thing. You're not here, Hayden. There's not one little thing here for you, son.
There is. There is.
But anyway, if there's anything you want to say to me, mate, you can say it. You can say it. You can whisper it in my ear, perhaps.
I'll get
send me a message or
open
something.
standard comms and just play a few lines of Cotton Eye Joe down the
You are
comms.
you are not going to metagame at all, you little fucker.
Okay.
So you are. No. No, we Okay. Okay. Oh no, actually we can run with it. We can run with it. So Yarn. Are you sure? Well, first of all, are you sure you want to do that, Hayden?
No.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I will warn you that if you use the comms, you will give away your position.
Ah, okay. That's not a good idea then.
No, because they are, the comms that you have are the ship's comms. They are ship systems. So I warn you, if you use the comms, you put yourself at risk.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Why don't you play me a tune and tell me, you fucking heretic?
Everything you know.
So would you like to open up the comms and play Cotton Eye Joe?
No?
No. Okay, all right. So we'll take that one back, and then we'll move on to Cell 53, back on Ridge Station. So where we left you guys last time, you were doing shopping.
Fuck's sake, Alan.
So you were doing shopping last time. So we're on to day 2, and you're doing a bit of shopping. So I'm just gonna move this. Oh, stop.
I think Dave deserves 2 points of corruption for that dancing.
At least 2.
Hey guys, so I'm going to put you onto another map.
That's like 80s dancing, isn't it? Like.
Okay, Ridge Station, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Back on Ridge Station.
Did you know? Did you know, by the way, that the album that Cotton Eye Joe and also Old Poppin' and Oak, which was their second song, was from an album called Sex and Violins. Like a little bit of trivia that I found out by mistake the other day.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It might Sex and Violins. I actually quite like that. It's quite
yeah, it's pretty good.
It is good.
And I like puns, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. So, guys, but what I'd like to do now, at the back end of the last time you were with Cell 53, you're doing some shopping. There were 2 shops that you went to. Now, I think we may have lost Hayden at that point, or we may have losing Hayden, I can't recall. We may have lost John. I can't remember exactly where we were with everything. So, if you look on Discord, in the text channel trade expedition, I've put a list here of all the things you've purchased. So, on day 2, we've purchased 2 chainswords. We've purchased a Fatebringer, a heavy stubber, an auto pistol, which is a kind of an improved version, a naval pistol, 2 plasma pistols, 6 plasma flasks. A what?
Naval
Sorry,
gun,
a belly button gun.
yeah, naval pistol.
He was there. You were there.
Well,
That's
we
slow.
Only with a belly button and not a cock gun.
I'm slow-witted, guys. You know that. So
No, we did. No, we would said dim, but it doesn't matter.
you can't see me, mate. But I'm giving you the thumbs up right now. So
Is it a thumbs up like that?
well, it could be like that. I mean, he'll never know, will he? So I could be making any number of symbols from the webcam.
You'll never know what's face handling behind here.
Just use your imagination. So anyway, 2 plasma pistols, 6 plasma flasks, then some ammunition, man-stoppers, a load of ammo for Hayden, for Arnold rather. Lots of armor for Quintius, and then you went to for want of a better phrase, a magic item
We
shop.
don't need man stoppers, we need moider stoppers.
Moider stoppers. So, and then we bought a load of potions. So what I'd like to do is just see if there's any more shopping you want to do from either the weapon shop or the magic item shop. Not gonna try and pass up the names any more than that. If I look at the handouts, I can show you exactly where these items can be found. It's in handouts, trade, Ridge Station, and then there's a few sellers. You've got Lucamore's I can't even say it. Armaments. Fuck you.
Armaments.
Armaments. And then we've got where are we here? Alisand's. So if you can see those 2 sets of handouts, there's a load of kind of items, magic items and otherwise, a few trade items there also that are available. There's a handout that has like inventory written on it, that tells you what's for sale, and then there's unusual items that tells you the effects of the magic items. So on those 2 sections, they're the 2 shops that you were ending the last game on. Now I don't know if everyone has spent all the time they want to in those shops, so I just want to give you an opportunity, if you do want to do any more purchasing from either Lucamore's or Alisand's, that we do so before we move on to the next part of Ridge Station.
Alexa really wants to get back with the components, if I'm honest with you.
You can fuck off, Johnny. You're not going back with the components. You're staying here with the rest of the party. Request denied.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, you're not splitting off every fucking 5 minutes, Johnny. Stick with your mates.
I've got what I want in terms of Quintius and Dave. I'm happy. But if anyone else wants anything, I might be persuaded for a blowjob to dip into Daddy's funds and buy someone else something. No, I'm happy. Is everyone else happy with the? Although I was thinking, should
fucking back to the ship? No, Johnny.
There is these Healy magic fucking Zelda-like potions. Are they worth getting? Put into the vote.
So you bought which potion?
Did we buy any of those?
Say that again.
The
You
potions.
did. So if you look, so the potions you bought, I shall just double check. You bought
can't
6 red potions and 2 blue potions.
All right. Well, in
and
that
you
case,
bought the Iotic Stone.
Yeah.
That's what you bought, which is one of the magic items.
okay. In that case, I'm happy with what we've bought here. But if anyone else wants to fucking buy something here, make your case, and I'll decide if you can have access to the funds. I'm joking.
I'll just remind you that you are. The power's gone to fucking Quintus's head or Dave's head. I must remind you, you're not in sole charge of the credit card. It's Nixius and also has a credit card.
I know, and I have so many guns. I think I could take it.
I'm just reminding the rest of the group.
It's your lot.
No, seriously, Quintus is happy. If anyone wants anything from here, just fucking say.
Where can I
and
find
I'll-
these?
What was the name of this place? I'm having a
Okay.
look.
So I'll show you where the handouts are. So it's in handouts is the first section. So you've got
Okay.
handouts,
Trade.
Trade.
Bridge station, never mind. I
bridge
got it.
station, yeah,
No. Trade.
Plans
Trade,
and
and then there's
laws.
bridge station.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think I'm done with both of
In
those.
here, you've got you should have here some handouts for all of the
Bridge
ships you've been to. And you should also have handouts for the shops you've been to. So yeah, so there's no need to rush this bit, because say some of these items you'll not find anywhere else, and you'll not have another chance. So I'd encourage you to take a little time, make sure you're happy before you move on.
All right. I'd like to take some
I shall go-
components and go back to the ship.
Shut up, Hayden.
Devotion. You're not gonna, Hayden. You're not gonna wind. It's such an obvious wind up, that Hayden. It's not gonna work at all.
Yeah, but
The obvious one's
Great.
great.
so where are we? We're not in Ahmed's, are we? Peace makes plenty? No.
Sorry guys, I should have said I'm away from keyboard. I
Luke
realised my
Mars.
camera.
Is it Luke
I'm
Mars?
just gonna Luke Mars. He's got a great accent. I'm gonna away from keyboard just a minute. Right?
Okay. What do I want from Luke Mars? No, that's not very good. It's got one shotgun.
There is one shotgun, but there's also like the shotguns as a resource.
Yeah.
But the thing is, our stormtroopers already have shotguns, and if we spend 200 grand on buying shotguns, I mean, it gives us ammo for shotguns, but none of us use shotguns.
I mean, is it possible for you to comms into the ship and ask anybody if they want anything?
Fuck them. We've been put in charge of this operation, Johnny.
There was the
Okay.
yeah, fuck shotguns when we could have had bolt guns.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of meta knowledge. Like, we know the stormtroopers around with bolt guns. We know we've got sort of kind of an infinite supply of stub and auto shit for the fucking rest of the crew if we want to arm all the Orpheans and that.
No, I mean like if we'd bought bolt guns.
Yeah, I
off
know.
the-
I know.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting at. So what I'm saying is, if we buy the shotguns, all we're doing is arming the Orpheans. If we do that,
Better.
then they are better. Then they're on par with the stormtroopers, except for their armor. So if we do that, then the stormtroopers potentially can be outgunned.
Yeah.
So if we do that, we need to do the bolt guns. But the problem with the bolt guns is they're really expensive. If we leave the station and we have an excess of money, then we can always swing by and try and get the bolt gun stuff. But
Yeah.
it's so expensive compared to how much money we have that as much as I'd like to have the bolt guns for the crew and for me personally, it's just a lot of fucking money.
I need
So
we can pick up a load of cheap heavy stubbers because I want to.
There are some heavy stubbers here.
I want to make some gun servitors, and I'll need heavy stubbers for them.
There are heavy stubbers, 750 a pop.
That'll be
buy
great.
me
10 would be good for a starter. 20 would be better. It's just for ship security, of course.
Let's start with 10.
Yeah.
Not for a personal.
what about buying me the brass pistol?
I mean, you
so
have to make. Oh, well, I say Hayden, you have to make your case to these guys. So.
Yeah.
What do you want, Hayden?
I think this brass pistol looks like it's super down to the ground.
It's $500,000. We're not buying a fucking pistol for $500,000. We haven't got the money.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we could nearly get bolt guns for every motherfucker for that price. I can't remember what the bolt guns were, but if it's a choice of the bolt guns or the brass pistol, we go with the bolt guns for the crew. We have to, right? Everyone must agree with me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just bolt guns for the
weaponry
crew, is it? It's bolt weapons all around.
That's what I mean. It's a case of like, if it's a case of bolt guns for anyone who we fucking want to have a bolt gun and ammunition for them, or a pistol for Hayden that's $500,000 fucking thrones. You know, we can't justify that. Yeah, I mean, I know it is, but we can't justify that. It's like saying, oh, I've just been given all the money I'm ever going to earn in my life. I could use it to invest, or I could buy a Ferrari.
Remember when you've got a general in an army and you decide to spend a quote
Crash
points on it.
But we don't have a general in the army, so Alan, we're going to buy 10 heavy stubbers, Alan.
Don't do it.
Okay.
You'll die.
Okay.
How
So
much
10
money
heavy
do we have left?
So if you look in the Trade Expedition on Discord, it's 2,000. No, it's where we are. It's 2,414,000. It's what's it? That'd be
2
2 million. Yeah, so it's 2,414,320 thrones.
How much were they bolt guns? Can you remember? Was that 2?
I think it's. Let's have a look. So the bolt guns were from Hammer 81, and they are 2 million. So you could either have 2 million for all the bolt weapons, or you could get a brass pistol for 500,000. I mean, it's a good pistol though.
Shut up, Alan. Nobody asked your opinion.
It is a good. Well,
I paid all the money on magic items, but never mind. There we go.
What's fucking incredible?
What's good as well.
What's incredible? I don't know if anyone noticed this, but on Sunday night I was literally throwing discount items at you all for shits and giggles, and Alan's trying to fucking persuade us to buy a fucking pistol at 500,000 thrones.
It's only.
You know what you're dealing with, Dave. So don't think.
Exactly. We both know who we're dealing with, James, and Hayden's fucking falling for it, and he's like, "Oh, buy me the pistol." Shut up, Hayden. You know this is a con. He's already given you a demon axe. That was a con.
It's not a con.
Music to Hayden's ears.
Why do you think I'm jumping down this lane?
Something bad.
Stop it, Arnold! Stop it! Has anyone got a water spray for Arnold? He needs to calm down. He's trying to buy this stupid pistol.
What about the blade of true blood? He could pass it on to.
Oh God! Don't fucking start! Jesus
It'd be a
Christ!
nightmare with that. Absolute fucking nightmare.
James! I'm trying to stop this descending into madness. Don't encourage him.
You already have a heavy hand flamer.
He only wishes.
Oh, we best get some ammo for those heavy stubbers, actually, haven't we? Oh, do we already have like basically ammo for heavy stubbers?
Yeah, I think
we do.
the ship armour has that covered. So I don't think that's basic rounds. Do you want any specialist rounds for Johnny?
Not for the servitors.
Do we have any other weapons available?
Yes, Johnny, you just have to look. We're all talking over each other now, but yeah, Johnny, you just have to look at the handout, mate. Lots of weapons available.
What? The what? Sorry, mate. I'll have a look.
Yeah, bolters for the crew is a really good idea.
It is, but it's 2 million fucking thrones. We can't afford it.
Also, I mean, like, fleets, I can easily craft myself one of those bad boys up off a crew member.
We're going to regret this decision, not buying these bolters when we get fucking...
I know we are. I mean, Johnny, I've literally built Quintius to be able to use a bolter, so if anyone's going to regret it, it's me. But, I'm not complete egotistical... Oh, wait, no, I am.
Treat yourself to one.
Just one.
Hey guys, why don't we go for the spa day now?
Look, at the end of the day, this is what happened. I made it very obvious to Alan that I was going to spec Quintius for bolt guns, and we got to Ridge Station, and he kept saying there'll be plenty of weapons for sale at Ridge Station. We got to Ridge Station, and he basically went, "Yeah, there are bolt guns for sale, Dave, but they cost 2 million thrones." So I know what Alan's done here. So don't, it's fine. I'm not angry, Alan.
I'm a cunt, all right. We've established this already. This is known data. Fucking hell. Nothing new here that you.
No, I know, but it's reassuring to know that you haven't changed. So. It's like the fucking torture scene all over again.
Lucamore's Armaments. You get your kicks where you can, Dave. That's for fucking sure. Lucamore's Armaments is the weapon shop. There's also another one called Alisand's, which is like a magic item shop. Yeah. What's that? We've tempted Johnny to look at the handout. Ooh.
How have you managed that?
Because he knows there's loot there to be had. That's why.
What about grenades, man?
I mean, there's fucking grenades there.
There's grenades, yeah. In the grey column.
I think we should stock up on grenades. Always handy.
Well, let's just double check what you got already in the armory. So let's just have a look in the armory. Where are we? So if you go into that one, that'll be. So in the ship armory already, there is frag, crack, smoke, stun grenades. So you've already got those pretty much readily available in the ship
What
armory.
about what the fuck are void rounds?
I think they are rounds that can be used in space.
Space
is that right?
bullets, yeah.
Cool.
Normal bullets, they don't have the range. They drop off after short range or something.
Yeah,
Or they're armor piercing. I can't remember what it is, but they're shit in space, basically.
yeah.
Which makes no sense, but never mind.
Yeah.
Tracer rounds? Can we have some tracer rounds just because they're cool?
Of course you can. You've literally got 2 million thrones. Well, all you have to do is persuade Nixius and Quintius, who actually have the credit cards.
The only problem, Alan, is once again, your void rounds, your manstopper, your acid, your incendiary, your capacity, and tracer rounds all have dates in them instead of prices. Your formatting's gone to shit.
Yeah. No. You remember that.
Haven't we already bought some? Oh, we bought like a fucking.
You did.
Yeah.
It's just the costs on these are just the same as they are in the
main rulebook.
Yeah, so I think last time I just worked it out manually. So if you do need any ammo, I'll work it out manually. But it's just a standard.
I thought we bought like a bullet box.
You did. You bought a load. If you look at, like, say, in the Discord, there's a list of everything you bought. So you've bought already a load of ammo for Arnold. 600 tracer rounds, 200 acid rounds, 400 manstopper rounds. You've also bought some manstopper rounds, some plasma flasks, and various ammo for Quintius.
What about Enforcer Riot Shields? Can I have 10 of them, please? Just because I could use them on servitors.
How much are they?
40 each.
40?
Yeah.
I mean, James, I don't see a problem with that, do you? 10 of them, 400. That's peanuts, in it. Let's get him some of them. Yeah. Bang some of them.
Yeah.
Well, he's got one of the cold riot shields, haven't they? Yeah, that's already been bought. That's been bought already.
Well, the iotic stone.
Yeah, we bought that. Yeah, we bought that.
What about grenade launchers? I'm thinking of I mean, it might be an idea to get some more of those Enforcer shields because just for a potential crowd control situations aboard the ship. I don't know if we've got many of those, any of that sort of thing on the ship.
There are, I mean, there are riot shields on the ship. Maybe not huge. They're definitely there already. If you've seen them in play before, like riot shields. So they are already on the ship.
Cool.
So you're buying 10 of them, is that right?
Please, because I can use them on these. I'm going to use them on the servitors. It's just
Where are the void rounds, Dave?
Where are the what?
Void round.
They're in one of the. It might be in the Inquisitor's Handbook, something like that. It might be in Only War. I don't know. Off the top of my head.
It's in the Inquisitor's Handbook.
Yeah.
Needle pistols.
Yeah.
You got they're exotic weapons.
Yeah, they're not.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh, I think also maybe they may also be available in the ship armory. That one.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I think I seem to be needless. Well, let's have a look.
Yeah, there's Eldar ones, isn't there?
Yeah, there was a load of Eldar weapons taken from raiders.
Eldar.
Let's have a look. Actually, that does seem so. There's plenty of needle rounds, but I don't think I've got needle. Actually, no. There's no needle pistols, shuriken pistols, and shuriken catapults. But there's no needle rifles or needle pistols available in the ship armory. So if you want any of them, you could get them here. But there's plenty of ammo for the needles.
Get my shuriken rounds, all right.
Your shuriken rounds. You're buying stuff for your alt now, are you? While you're here, because that will invoke the chicken. That will invoke the meta chicken. I won't stand. I was just saying to Dave at bloody I don't know. Fucking, I think one of the worst metagame I ever remember from my whole campaign was you going up to the crooked quartermaster Dominic Peters on Mr. Clematis and trying to bribe him when you've never met him before. That's the worst metagame I've ever seen by any player in any campaign. It was you, Hayden.
There's
it was
so proud.
There's
I'm so proud of myself.
I guess.
To achieve level of a level of meta beyond anybody else's meta. That means
Or
I'm
cheating. I mean, better or cheating is another way to
No, meta.
No, we don't say that word.
No, I mean, you got away with it, and then I just had all your fucking gear.
Don't hurt my feelings.
There's,
Sorry,
I've
Mr.
got,
Mr. Peters is suffered an unfortunate accident.
I've got a proposal, right, to put to the three of you, not you, Alan, just the three players. And if one of
Okay.
you says no, then fine, no. But
Okay.
they have power swords for 5,000 thrones, right? I can't use a power sword for quite some time. Like, I'm rank 5 now, or 6, or whatever I am. I'm rank 5, 6, 7, 9, and I can't use a power sword till rank 8. But I'm suggesting buying a power sword for Quintius, but if anyone else can use it before then Quintius will be quite happy to let them have it. If any of you say no, then I won't bother.
Power sword, how much is it?
5 grand.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, totally.
Hayden?
How much is there's an Iothic stone, how much is that?
We've bought that.
You've already bought that.
We've bought
I
that.
haven't bought
Eh?
There's only one. I mean, there's only one. It's a unique item.
Oh,
We
right.
bought it.
I think I need it.
Well,
What, the Iotic stone? I think wasn't it bought as part of the someone will have it, but it doesn't really matter who at this point kind of items, like the plasma pistols.
yeah. I mean, I don't think you've decided who has it.
Yeah.
I kind of want it for Jan, if
Yeah.
I'm honest.
It's a good
I
item.
mean, it's a good item. It works for anyone.
What about this blue potions? Because we've got Sykes on board the
We
ship.
bought a load of them.
Oh, right.
Well, you bought
Well, we bought a couple, didn't we?
Yeah. But they're expensive, because that's like a fucking, just to sort of decrease the frequency of warp-based phenomena on the ship. Might be a prudent measure. If we've got a surplus of those, especially for particular emergencies where we're going to need some psychic output, but not at the risk of our entry.
I mean, we could buy more. There was some more, wasn't there?
I
I think
help
we'll
feel
call
there's
it,
like an undertone of gearing up for potential PvP.
No, not at all.
I think this is gearing up for the potential of what could happen wherever we pick next, because we've got three places we're going. We've got to pick one of 3 places. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're gearing up for that. We don't know when we're next going to. Yeah, we don't know when we're next going to get the chance, which is why I'm suggesting the power sword. If I can't fucking use it, I know for a fact that Arnie can use a power sword before Quintius can. Guardsman can. I think Jan can. I think probably all of you can use a power sword before me.
Pointless when it's got darkness.
Alexa's like pipe up space.
Yeah, it might seem pointless while you have Final Darkness, but what if you don't have it? Then we've got it. That's the point.
Yeah.
I would like to one day have a power sword. I don't know when I'm next going to get the chance to buy one. If we buy one, someone can maybe use it, and it's 5 grand.
Please buy one, because we've already got a couple of fucking plasma pistols, just in case.
Oh, yeah, plasma pistol.
Okay. Hayden, you all right with us buying a power sword? I know he's trying to troll me here. I don't really care if he don't. I'm just thinking for the future, and someone.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I think everyone said yes already, mate. So I put it down.
I didn't hear. All I saw when I asked, all I saw was Hayden going.
Alexa's going to put in a record.
You're not supposed to read my soul.
Oh, I can't help it.
I'd wear it on your sleeve then. Mate.
I've got used to the smell of your soul at this point, Hayden. It's like it's pervading the entire atmosphere of all the campaigns. I know what you're smelling. I can tell what the Hayden is cooking.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
All right. So I've added to the list of purchases 10 riot shields, 10 heavy stubbers, and a power sword. And looking goes, hey, an excellent choice, sir. I'm not just a stereotype.
Could Arnie walk around with a riot shield and a heavy stubber at the same time? Seems massive.
No. Well, you can walk around with them, but you can't use them both at the same time.
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
That's more of an ogrin thing.
Yeah.
Or
or
a server.
He's on strength 60.
Yeah, but
He is.
ogrins are on
That's like-
strength 100, so...
Well, so you are a little. I mean, you can give it a try, but I mean, we'll. But
No,
we
it's
even need
alright.
to-
It's alright.
Just
Maybe
it's,
I
going
can
off on a whim now, aren't you?
Lexa to like turn the bottom of my final darkness into a heavy stubber barrel.
that
Flip
sounds
it back
great.
and shoot people.
That sounds
quite cool.
genuine.
Sort of thing should be in for, you know what I mean?
Don't turn your fucking chain axe into a heavy stubby, you knob.
No, that is both.
I'm just saying no.
There's only one person man enough on the ship to fucking do that.
Fucking
It'd be
hell.
proper metal.
Yeah. Boy, dead.
What a weapon. Alright, well, I'm good anyway. I'm good for stuff.
I think you've geared up.
Round
You've
first
geared up
colours
for the rest of them, right, mate?
Oh,
So-
yeah, we have. Sorry, that's stupid.
I say, Hayden kind of geared up the rest of you. I think I had a couple of choices. Like, do I try and nerf Hayden or do I try and buff up everyone else?
Unleash him.
Basically, I made the Final Darkness a bit. It was a bit too overtuned, really, being honest. But there we go. It's done.
Shit
She got
happens.
some good rolls, though. She did get
It's
some good
done.
rolls.
She did indeed, but still.
So
It's only the same as what happened with Molly and Sally in Darker.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. The damage that he can do is not that much dissimilar from Canny. I don't think Canny is kind of unplayable. You know what I mean? So that's it.
yeah.
Thing is, Canny can do a lot of damage, but it's single target damage. It's not like Canny's killing everything on the fucking battle map. At once, is it?
Hayden spec'd his entire character into being good at combat.
And so you should
especially
get
in
rewarded
combat.
for that, right?
Everyone's got something they're really cool at, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like Quintus
It's a
is
shame
really
there's
good at
no
interrogating.
What's that?
Quintus is really good at interrogating.
I've never heard of such a thing in this game.
Actually, no. What Quintus is really good at is lying. Really, really good at lying. Like, really good.
Like pretending to be a captain of a ship.
Yeah, exactly, and it's working, right?
You should be on the quest to find Cletus.
No. Quintus would
Sounds
just.
right.
Quintus would probably like Clears.
Probably would. He's got a lot to offer.
It does.
He's got a lot of arms to offer, ain't he?
Yeah.
The Ansel tail goes anywhere you want.
Can hug.
That was a deal breaker.
Can hug two people at once, one in front and one behind.
I could just imagine me like
Some people call him Lucky Pierre.
Yeah.
like get right next to one of them and do the thing with the tail right near the butthole and go woo in the rear at the same time.
Oh.
Disappear.
That's a bit fresh.
It's only a sliver away from porn every fucking moment of every fucking day.
Anyway, Alan,
Randy fuckers.
Alan, take control of your game, quick.
Oh no, I'm leaving.
Too late.
It's too late. I lost control long ago, mate. Long ago.
Look
And
at him.
it's best just to let it
Ride it. Yeah.
yeah, just ride the bullshit.
Ride the wave of chaos, lest thou becomes the chaos.
Oh, like Nyx can't get a power weapon until the very final rank.
Yeah, that's the same with Quintus, because I'm going the Charlatan rank on Scum. If I went the other rank, I could get it next level, but I don't want it.
You want Charlatan?
I want Charlatan. I'm going to be King Bullshit.
Brilliant.
But I can do dual
Killing
pistols.
Cyrene.
So. You what? Sorry, James.
Pardon me?
It's just like an adept can suddenly get like Psi rating 3.
Yeah, you can pick up psychic bullshit. Yeah, there's stuff missing. What level do you get Psi rating 3 as an adept? But
way.
I think there's a weird condition, and it's not in the main rule book. It's in the FAQ, and your GM has to agree with it. And basically, the idea is if you've been exposed to forbidden knowledge and your GM agrees, you can get psi rating, but you're never as good as a psyker. And you get it at, let me tell you where it is.
Manchester again, so it's like the last rank.
Yeah, it's quite late on. I've seen it somewhere. Where have I fucking seen it? I don't know where I've seen it. But yeah, you can definitely, as an adept, you can definitely get psychic shit, but it's just not good.
Strange sounds and strange noises coming in over the comms all of a sudden. Quite peculiar. It's almost like there's. Is it ghosts? Is it a warp disturbance? Who knows? It's hard to understand.
Does anyone else hear that? What's that bullshit in my ears?
You have done well to recruit him. He is on board the ship now. Well, who is this?
And he gestures at Lim.
This, my dear Jagannatha, is Lim Marino, one of the so-called family. This is the man we intend to interrogate. We sort of accidentally got in a fight with his boss, the head of the family, a man with powers somewhat similar to your own, I imagine. I don't think we'll be seeing him again for a while. Yes, yeah, it was quite impressive. But yes, we've captured this man for interrogation. We believe he was in Reptile Marino, the head of the family. We believe he was a member of his inner circle. And if anyone knows where this painting, the heart, is, this gentleman should know.
Jagannath goes, good. I knew you would succeed. I knew that we were right to put our faith in you. I shall take care of this man. He shall not last for long in the pain amplifiers.
Well, just
He
about.
shall tell us all we need to know.
Well, I mean, just one moment, Jagannatha. I was kind of hoping I would get to have a bit of a crack at him myself.
He looks at you and goes,
No need.
You have had plenty of time to interrogate this man.
me that you do not concern yourself. The Inquisitor, he wants to see you all.
No, you don't understand, Jagannatha. This is important to me. And we have not had a great deal of time. The amount of shenanigans and bullshit we have quite frankly had to go to get to this point, I absolutely insist that I have first dibs on this bastard. You fucking cunts.
Jagannath sees it, he goes, your passion does you credit. But the Inquisitor was quite specific. He said as soon as you came back on board, you are to report to the debriefing room. Him and the rest of the staff are there.
Quinius reaches into his pocket, draws Lim's revolver, and just shoots himself in the head.
Then the ghosts on the comms seem to vanish.
Fuck you, ghosts!
Who knows? It doesn't make any sense, the noises you heard, and you discount them.
Role-play moment of the fucking decade.
Oh, you're all wankers. Fuck you all.
I know.
Wait, I've lost my place.
James, Lawmaster.
It was delicious.
Manchester.
Lawmaster.
I was having the giggles. I was having the giggles twice. Once in the past and once now.
I know. Johnny was laughing in time with his laugh in the past. It was fucking ridiculous.
Double mockery.
Because Johnny started laughing in the original recording before Alan revealed what was going on because he twigged what was happening. And he did it again on the playback tonight.
I knew. I knew what was after.
Ah, dear.
Amazing,
Sorry,
that.
It was.
I love Dave.
Just Quinny is desperately trying to fucking get his interrogation.
I tell you what, it's a fucking good job I'm a good sport, isn't it? It really is. You set of wankers.
Right. I didn't hear it properly. I didn't figure out what it was.
Anyway, James, yeah, Lawmaster in the adept tree. That's where you get psi rating 1. 300 XP. Fuck off, Alan.
Oh yeah.
You only fuel me, Dave.
I welcome it. Just keep bringing it on.
I'm glad I've got that in there, just in case I ever need to drop that one out in the future. It's just there in the Roll 20 arsenal now.
I know, it's good.
Restore order.
Oh, there, fantastic, yes. Just taking control of my own game, Dave.
You called
it. You shall receive.
The thing is, I don't know. I don't know if I summoned that or if you had it prepared.
Oh, no, I did that on the...
Dave.
What was that, Alan? You did what?
I was going to say something, but it's better left in your imagination.
Like, did you do it on the fly? Has it been sat there waiting all this time for me to bring it up again? Oh, I mean, with you, it could be either. Although I'm surprised I haven't taken any corruption points. To be fair.
Right, anyway. Guys, so I just want to know: is there any more shopping? Any more shopping to be done? At
Fuck your shops, Alan. Fuck your shops right in the ass.
Shall we just leave it there? It's a nice place to stop. Let's land on a high point.
Oh God. Wanker. I mean, I'm easy. We'll do whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have any more shopping to do here, or let me know, and if not, we might move on to the next bit.
It's up to the rest of you. I've not got work till tomorrow, so we do whatever you want.
Sam, no 62. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Is there any more shopping?
Not here.
These two shops. Well, James looks like he's still perusing.
Yeah, it's just yeah, it's a bit weird because it's like I'm just thinking about stuff for Yarn. But he's
You
not
don't need anything, James. It's fine.
Yeah, yarn is a weapon.
He's alright, yeah. His face is a weapon. Anything is a weapon on
His face is a weapon.
These items, like unique items, they are, you're not going to get another chance to buy these particular items. Maybe new items in the future.
Don't make me use my face, man.
Oh,
Show your face, or I use mine.
yeah. Do I take good face value?
Okay, so all done here, Ian? All ready to move on, yeah? Is that right?
Please.
Okay, so you finished at these shops. You spent, this is still in the morning of day 2. You spent a few hours perusing both shops. So the question then is, where's your next location?
Oh,
what do you want to do next? Now I can put you. There's a screen here which has a different. I'll put you on.
yeah,
the
list. The list is good.
So I think this is the index here. So if you can see that, so I'll just I'll put a little mark next to the ones you've already been to. Already been to Hammer 1. You already been to Makes Plenty. You've already been to Lucamores, Ahmed's, and Alisand's. They're all perfectly good names.
Been to the end of the
and
road.
You've been to the end of the road, and you've also dealt with Station Authority. Now, Home Sweet Home, that is the ship of the Styrics, which they've been trying to arrange a meeting with.
Nah, fuck that.
But you have studiously avoided them.
We need to avoid that.
So you have. Yeah, I mean, they just put your fucking back up.
Sounds
and
like
you've
a
been
good,
warned
good
not to trust
tribe's name.
They sound like nice folk. It sounds like they're trying too hard.
We're not.
You can get half price.
We're
Half
not.
price goods.
No. We're not going anywhere near them.
Come on,
Arnold, trust me. We don't want anything to do with these people. The people, and I use the term very loosely. They're a vile
What do you mean,
xenos species, and they deserve to
Xenos?
drown in their own piss. Trust me, Arnold. Nixios, back me up on this, yes? The Styrics are pricks.
Absolutely, unless all of the information is designed to steer us away from them.
Because they're pricks.
In which case, it's some kind of strange.
I think some recycled commodities sound good. We could get some
recycled piss?
Clothing's made out of bottle tops.
Or we could just buy clothes from the good clothes places that we've already visited. Absolutely not. We're not going to.
That we've cleaned. You could go. I've cleaned the galaxy up. And recycled commodities would have aided that.
Why would I fucking feel better about that? I don't give a shit about the green agenda. No. Look, I've made an appointment with the Styrics. They're coming to meet with us at some point. I have no intention of keeping that appointment. In fact, if I can, I'm going to kill several of them. But anyway, look, there's the Berlingrad where there's mercenaries, and there's the Steadfast where there's weaponry and Promethium. Do we need Promethium? Do we need mercenaries? We should probably look at mercenaries. There's also weaponry on the Steadfast. Come on, let's go and have a look.
To the Steadfast.
Okay. So, at this moment, there's a couple of things that occur. So, firstly, there's a bing on your data slates.
Oh, fucking hell.
There's an update to the index.
To the what? Sorry, you broke up.
And it's the index, which is the page that you're on now, as in the index as into what's available.
Okay.
There is a new arrival, a new ship that has only just arrived, and it declares. I'll add this on to the index now. So it is called the Harsh Retort.
Sweet.
And it is selling gems and jewels.
Ooh.
Skulls.
Ooh. Shit.
You don't need anything to do with that.
Now,
There's some movies for lasers.
you also, at the same time, so I'm just going to add that in. Oh, did that work? Okay. So I've added that into the index, so that is now a new potential trader to deal with. Also, pretty much at the same time, Arnold, just Arnold, not the others, receives a comms. And you recognise the voice immediately. It's someone who synced their comms with you only yesterday. And his name is Drong. It's the Orc, one of the Orc companions of Captain Death Orc, who you did. You didn't do business with as such, but you got to know them. You made a kind of a.
Laid the groundwork.
You laid the groundwork. Yeah, you built a rapport with them. Yeah. Yeah. So there's Death Orc, but it's not Death Orc who contacts you. It's Drong, and if you recall, Drong had a comms bead that was the size of a small. It was like a laptop size, and it was stuck in his ear. So it was this huge, oversized comm bead, and he linked it with yours.
That's pretty technical for an orc.
It is indeed, and he goes. Let me just get into my old voice. Keyword, and he goes.
Yes.
And what name did you give them? Do you recall? Was it Arnold, or did you give him a different name? I can't recall. It doesn't matter. What name did you give the orcs? It doesn't really matter. No, that's the name of the orc. That's the name of the orc's ship. I wonder what name Arnold gave as his name. As in, did he say my name is Arnold? Because you made yourself out to be the first mate. It doesn't matter really. This. I just want to know what it is.
It was Arnold.
Yeah. So it's first mate Arnold, or alternatively.
I have a problem with him.
Yeah, Big Knob Arnold is also maybe another way of saying it. So, the comms comes in and goes, "This is Drong to Big Knob Arnold. Come in, Big Knob."
Hey, this is Big Knob Arnold.
Oh,
what did you say?
Drong, yeah, you remember me? I'm the reader.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the reader.
Yeah, you remember me? Reader, not the leader.
What do you need? What do you need, John?
Well, it's a bit of a
tricky one, this one. I've got, there's been an unusual development and a strange turn of events. Very strange, very peculiar, but that's the way it is.
Well, do you need me to come over and have a look or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be good. Let me explain to you. It's, you see, it's the captain. Captain Death Orc. Well, you see... No, that's exactly what I'm calling you about. He's been turned to stone.
Shit, he got stoned on ship?
No, not like that. It's like as in he's turned into a statue.
What do you mean? It's a statue.
I mean a fucking statue of Death Orc. It seems quite fucking clear what I'm saying.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just a lot to take in. Is something turned into stone? I've not heard of it before.
Yeah, it sounds.
What
I've never heard of it either.
Was it the drink?
Well, no. I mean, I think I'm not exactly sure, but he'd gone to meet this Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch of the Styrics. Ship the Peacemaker.
And Captain Crunch turned into stone?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it must have been him. We don't know. He's just there. He's never coming back, Death Orc. Death Orc is dead.
Well,
Cheers, mate.
I feel like we maybe
opening that wound.
I feel like maybe we should go over there and be having words.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, well, I've been. We had. There's a thing with Death Orc. He confided in me quite a lot, especially before we went, and he thought of you very highly, Mr. Big Knob Arnold.
Well, I appreciate that. It's very terrible to hear his passing. I'm almost tempted to go pretend to need some trade for these Styrics and butchering them mercilessly upon the ship while skinning all the corpses and making masks and capes out of them all. That's it's getting carried away.
Can I have a willpower test, please?
We'll stitch them
Arnold.
together. Where are you, Arnie? There you are.
Yeah, it's like a miasma test, effectively. This one, so if you've got any miasma bonuses, you can add those. I think you'll have at least plus 10 for that one. You must have at least. You must at least have plus 10 to that.
I think I've got plus 20 now. I'm on 20.
Hey, well, yep. So willpower then at plus 20,
that?
please.
Willpower. Plus 20.
Yeah, plus 20, please.
Plus 20. Oh, not mine. Equals 20. Here, just 20.
Okay. I'd like you to gain one corruption point, please, Arnold.
Gain one corruption point.
Uh-huh. And
Okay.
Dron goes, you see, it's Captain Death Orc. He said, if anything was to happen to him, he thought that you would be the best knob to be in charge of the Face Smashers. But what'd you say?
Sounds like a fucking awesome job. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's the best job. Do it.
Best job. I think, yeah. When do you want me to come over?
Well, there's only one thing, right? There's only one thing. It's just little birds. There's lots of little birds on this station. And one of them happened to say that you were dealing with them stanties. Is that true? So you've got to pick the right side, you see. You've got to pick the right side.
I was, my friends wanted to go and chat and trade with them. They were quite rude to me, to be honest, little fuckers.
Yeah,
They didn't like the fact that I was talking to you either.
Race traitor! Sorry, that just came out.
Look.
Excuse me, I'm always surrounded by Nazis at all times.
Oh, what's the Nazi, Mr.
I don't know. It's,
Don't like him.
Anyway. Well, I've told you the truth. Can I come to you back in about 10 minutes after I talk to my fellow crewmates?
Yeah, you've got my signal. Just remember, make sure that you pick the right side.
Aye. Okay. And I cut the comms.
You're terrible.
I'll turn around to everybody and I go,
I've told you
You're
many
offering
times.
him the command
Hey,
of an orc ship.
yeah,
That is
I'm just going to turn around and go, I've just been made captain of the orc ship, the old death orc who's been turned to stone on the old Styx ship. That was better. I got the accent right that last time.
Easy
And,
for you to say.
And yeah, they've told me so that potentially means we have a strike cruiser of orcs. If I want one. What say all you? Me in command of a whole ship of orcs.
Arnold, orcs can't be trusted.
But that being in command of a whole ship of orcs. It's a lot of orcs for free.
I'll just put you on the. I'll put you all on the map. This is what the. I'll cross out. Oh, that's shit. Sorry, guys. I fucked up. Quick.
Yes, like in all honesty, like we've got the teeth to spend on it. But you being command. But then we lose
dwarfs.
A valued member of the catering team.
Okay, guys. So let's just metagame it. I want to metagame for a second here, guys. Now, if you actually want to take the orc ship and go off and do your own stuff, Arnold, then that'll be Arnold out the campaign, right? And you have to make a new character.
Okay.
And if you want to have captain of the orc ship and then keep it with the malevolence and keep it like in the campaign, then that's the option that I'm kind of giving here, if you like. If you want to like take Arnold off and do your own or anything, that's not really what I'm trying to do here. What I was trying to do here is
I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, that's good. I just want to make that perfectly clear.
I was thinking of
we've
just gained an orc. We've just been looking at hiring mercenaries, and a ship of orcs has just fallen into all that.
But rather than kind of paying them as such, I mean they will probably still want money in the fact that they're like, but they're freebooters, right? They want to make money, right? That's what they're about. So I've put you on the screen with the face smashers. So that's what's available there, and obviously the ship itself. But and also to make a game somewhat clearly as well, it's the clear-cut choice between. I mean, you don't have to choose either. You can either choose neither as well. But you can't go down the squat path and have the orcs as well. It's one or the other. Okay. But you don't have to go either. It's just. But it's one. It's a clear choice between the two of them. You can't. If you go for the orcs, you can't have the squats and vice versa. And this is all.
Mob of 40 boys with choppers and shooters. Mob of 40 boys with choppers and shooters. Big gun. 3.5 trucks. Weird boy, apprentice weird boy. Met boy in a load of snivelling grots. 20 crack commandos.
I love it.
10 killy like. And run thirder. As I would put the words together, run thirder.
That's pretty cool.
That's free.
Okay.
I've just got to be a captain. My own crack attack hawk ship.
That'd be amazing.
I honestly, as a character way, I'm quite happy to chuck this orc ship alongside, but I've just got to keep them killing.
But clearly, because obviously you need to keep them happy in a sense because they've got particular needs, and that's fighting and loot, right? So if you can't provide them with what they need, then they might decide to they might mutiny. But anyway, so that should be very much apparent. So,
what a choice! It's pretty fucking cool. I mean, poor old Death Hawk, Derek's
poor old Death Hawk,
stoned to death.
Turned to stone.
Why is it fucking? Is that where the petrification came from? Then who turns Death Hawk to stone?
Who gives a fuck? They're Xenos. Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean we are getting a little tenuous here, but it's fine. Not a problem.
I mean, so is anybody against me having a orc ship running alongside the melody?
I'm literally elected as impartial. Just like
Quintius is. Quintius doesn't like the idea of orcs. Dave isn't.
I mean,
Dave isn't, but Quintius is.
Yeah, because we've faced it before, haven't we? So it's
So
like,
yeah, so what I'm saying is, if you want to do it, Hayden, fucking do it by all means. But Quintius will play it that he doesn't like it, but Dave doesn't care either way.
Nix thinks it's illogical to go for the orcs over squat allies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Always get lots of nice evil choices. I'm keeping on the straight path. Lots of evil choices.
It's always a catch, though, mate.
There's always a catch.
I like. This is a really nice. Alan, you took something in front of me what I really like.
Yeah, I thought exactly why I did it. So.
I mean,
And also, kind of, for me, like I was going to give you the option to hide them, but then I thought, oh, deaf orcas or rather deaf man got turned to stone. Yeah, I thought I'll have it mirroring that. So I thought that was a nice. Because you could have hired them anyway, right? Because you could have hired them and had them like as mercenaries anyway, right? So I don't think it's too much of a stretch. I know it's a little tenuous here, guys, but I don't care. I thought it'd be cool, and so I did it.
It's cool. I like it.
But anyway, that's up to you guys, and plus you don't have to decide tonight. Well, you can also like all mull this over a bit as well. It doesn't have to be decided right this minute.
We may regret not doing it if a situation arises where we could really come up. So, whereas the squats, we'd have to go to the squats, wouldn't we?
Yeah, the squats ask you. Basically, there's the next stage of the campaign, assuming we ever get out of the fucking mutiny, is like there's a choice of I think 4 different paths, and one of them is to go to the Squat Empire and help fight for them against the Red Orcs, and they've asked you to do so. They've offered to repair your ship weapons. They're the only ones in the quadrant who only do that. They've also probably got lots of other trade items available that are unique to that. You know what I mean? Every path will have its own trade items, I suppose.
All right.
That's why I'd rather do deals with the squats because
the sort of imperial
they're helping them out.
We could get you to the squats to repair the weaponry. I could break off from the orc ship, and once the squats are repaired,
I told you. I made it very clear. I made it very clear to you, Hayden. I made it very clear to you. Metagaming, out of character. It's one or the other, and not to fucking Mr. Loophole me, you twat. The thing is, you can't take the orc ship to the squats space, really. You know, so it's. Also, you haven't discovered. I don't think you've discovered the other 3 paths which are available to you either, really. So, there's 4. There's 4. Like you've been asked to do loads of trading here, but you've also been asked to find the next stage in the campaign, of which there are 4 areas of interest.
To add on to the 8-4 path that you're already walking.
Exactly.
Oh man, I mean, I can see you lot would like to get to the Squat Pyre. I mean,
I'm not really that bothered, but getting the ship repaired would be really good.
Getting the ship repaired is a good idea.
We're already getting the ship repaired.
The end game.
That's in the primary weapons got damaged when Nixius crashed into series of asteroids.
Skillfully
used them as a buffer, I believe is the phrase we're going with.
Well, Anna's gonna probably go over to the Orc ship, but watch over the trials for the next captain. It says I will select a captain then for the next thing. So keep peace with the Orcs, but I'm going to go and maybe help them select another captain, just for a little bit of a side quest for Arnold, because I feel bad like being offered a ship and not taking it. So, don't know why.
Don't get steam back to club.
I mean, like,
rumor mill.
Part of me, like, just wants the Orc ship, but that's my campaign over though.
Well, I'd say if you want to, take the Orc ship and go off on your own, that'd say you need to make a character who will be in the campaign, right? So that's the way the campaign is. It's like if you go off and leave a campaign and do something else, we're not going to follow Arnold as he goes off raiding with the orcs.
No. But
Yeah,
it's quite nice ending for Arnold. I mean, like as
yeah,
character-wise, it's a
if
perfect
that's what
ending
you
for Arnold.
if that's what you want, and you'd rather have a different character, then that's an option,
I
right?
really like playing Arnold though, so definitely
Yeah,
not.
I didn't think.
But I mean, like if I was got to choose my character's sort of like end career game, this would be it. But because I like playing with you lot as Arnold, obviously I'm not going to take this. But I mean, this would be the best retirement, like for a character ever. Arnold's gone off into the stars, raiding the orcs.
So you don't have to decide anything at the minute, right? And like I say, you haven't even
For his only hate.
you haven't discovered the other
Honestly,
three.
it's good for Hayden, but would Arnold actually... Wasn't Arnold the guardsman?
He was guardsman, yeah.
No,
So
he was an. Well, it was indentured. It was a conscript.
Did he try Space Marine?
It's never been. It was a conscript, so it's never been a. It's criminal guardsman, basically.
Penal legions, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's never been on the complete straight and narrow since he got like. He's a good enough soul, but he's had to do some hard shit through his life, hasn't he?
So it's ultimately Hayden's character. So you know how he wants to, let's say, play his personality.
I like my back and forth between you lot anyway, so I'm not gonna take it. But yeah,
so you'd have to decide anything at the minute, and as I said, you haven't even the squats is one option, but like I say, there are at least 3 other options for the next stage anyway. So
okay.
But yeah, I'm just saying you don't have to decide anything just tonight, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it's just me romanticising about being a captain of an orc ship.
I mean,
really
sensibly bringing an orc ship along is probably not that sensible, but
ship.
Probably dealing with the squats is probably much more sensible. But there you go. There it is.
I know. I could go Operation Side Mission, go loot other orc ships around the squat world. But though, you know.
Told you, I've made it very clear. Pick a side. Pick the right side.
No, but do you have to pick the right side?
Yeah.
What?
Literally, yeah.
Tabletop role-playing games are a collective storytelling mechanism where a group of people get together and play together.
Well, not in this case. Some role-playing games.
Equivalent for it, Dave.
Some role-play games are for lots of different individual groups that play lots of mini games and work against each other, or sometimes allying.
But it's still a part of the same game, isn't it? But what you're driving towards here is just like a Hayden solo game, which is
it's not what we're here for. So.
Yeah.
No. Obviously, I've made this clear. I'd rather role play with you. What I said is, I'm just romanticising.
So I've put you back onto the index. Where would you like to go next? Was it the Steadfast? Was that your next destination? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's okay, and you've also arranged. There's 2 groups of mercenaries who contacted you first thing today, and you've arranged to meet them later on
this evening.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, just wanted to remind you of that as well. So Steadfast is next. I'm just gonna give me a second. I'm gonna go for a quick wee.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up another handout, and then we'll move on to that section.
Mental.
I really like how Al gives you opportunities of like unlimited power.
There's no such thing as unlimited power, especially in Alan's games. You need to remember that.
Power and pride, isn't it? Power and pride.
Do you remember way back in like session 3 or 4 when Quintius was confronted by a black-eyed prostitute?
Who can forget that?
Because I do, and I know I haven't heard the end of that yet.
Yeah.
I know.
Why are you bringing it up?
I know, because
Don't
I know
remind
because I know
things
it. No,
Alan
I don't
forgot
need to
about
fucking
years
remind
ago.
him. I don't need to fucking remind Alan. I know he's
I've
because
forgotten about that.
you see, Alan likes to take the thing you do and twist it. That's how Alan's brain works. And Alan knows that I play the long game in my campaigns. I mean, tonight he's just hit me with a fucking flashback, right? An actual audio flashback from 3 years ago. So I'm expecting in about another 6 months, I'm going to get black-eyed AIDS.
That's an interesting point to come back into the game. Okay, let me just.
Black eye syphilis.
You know when you just get at the end of a conversation, there's no context.
Yeah, you'll see it on the playback.
Maybe. All right, let's have a little look. So.
Well, you cover Captain Arnold anyway, just for shot time.
Just
Honorary captain. I was taken back.
You are now technically Prince of out of this game. You're now technically the Prince of the Isles of Despair, as well.
What's that?
You're technically the Prince of the Isles of Despair now because you'll get the crown of Death Man.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I was Lord of it anyway.
It's Deathhawk. It's Deathhawk. Oh, it's in your lap.
The Despair ones.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a new one. I like it. I've got new islands.
Yeah.
I see. They always sound like a happy place.
Yeah, the Islands of Despair.
That sounds great. Okay.
That's actually quite nice there.
Yeah.
Guys, if we can come back on to the game at hand and leave it up for a sec. You head over. It's all good. This is the way it is. You are I still can't fucking speak. I'm the worst GM, the GM who can't speak. The party, the trade expedition heads over to the Steadfast. I shall just put up a show this to you as well. So the Steadfast, where are we? I'm just going to show this to the players. So this is the ship here that you see. It's a stocky frigate-sized vessel. It shows heavy influences of Imperial design. It's close to its standard template construction. So this vessel could pass in the Calexis sector without challenge. And they declare themselves to be the Steadfast of the Arandius Imperium. They declare themselves to be open to trade, but their flight plan shows that they do not intend to linger at Ridge Station for long. You are brought to a little antechamber. This is before the docking tunnel that heads out to the ship. There are guards there. They look to be human. And you approach the section of guards by the actual docking tunnel, which leads out to the Steadfast itself. So can you explain to me what you're going to do? Ooh, what's happened there?
I just knocked a beer over, but luckily the top was still on it.
Okay, so my question then is, how are you approaching this? There's a contingent there. They appear to be human. They are dressed in some form of kind of mesh armor. Doesn't appear they're not dressed in like Aquila symbols or anything, but they do there's distinct similarities. You know, these people could pass for the Imperium itself.
I'm going to pointedly step in front of Arnold, turn to him, give him a wink, and then turn back towards this contingent of people and stride forth ahead and go, "Good day, Captain Quinn Ortigas of the Malevolence. Well met. Hail over yonder," etc.
One of the guards walks forward and he says, "Hello, sir. My name is Sergeant Gui."
Sergeant what?
Gui. It's spelled Gwei.
Gwei. That's a
perfectly good name.
Yes.
Yes. Gui.
Gui. Yes.
Yes.
Quinn Ortigas, Captain
Gui.
Malevolence. Lovely to meet
you.
Well met, etc. Yes.
Yes. Anyway, you are here to you are here for trade, I assume.
You assume correctly. Myself and my companions here, we've had a long, arduous day of haggling and negotiating and arguing amongst ourselves over the most petty, trivial things. Oh, but we'd love to see what you have for sale, and perhaps we can offer you some of our own wares. I must say, before I go any further, I do like your ship.
That's very kind of you, Captain Quinn Ortigas.
It's
I shall be
marvelous.
sure to pass on your compliments to the captain. I shall make him aware of. His name is Captain Marshall.
Marshall.
I do have
good
that
name.
one. I do have that one prepared. It's a good name. I have that one prepared.
It's a fine ship. Is it a Dauntless class? It looks similar to one my father had when I was a very young boy.
Because, why, yes, sir. Are you familiar with the Arandius Imperium?
Oh no, only a little. I grew up within the Colexis sector, part of the rogue trader family, but my travels and my education were, as you can imagine, scattered to the winds of the solar winds here, there, and everywhere. You know, I picked up little bits here and there, but I have a fine eye for the curvature of. No, that's the wrong word. I have a fine eye for the construction of vessels. An aesthetic.
It's a good chassis, sir.
appreciation. That's the one. You can't beat a good, robust chassis, can you? Whoa, looks like she could be a goer, sir. Yes.
Alexa nods at this. He's right.
She's the finest ship, sir.
Yes, I bet you can give her some serious G's, can't you?
Yes, yes, she's gotten out of as many of a tight spot. You know what I mean?
Some real firepower behind those ports, I bet as well.
Yes, quite, sir.
Excellent. Sorry, I get a bit excited about this.
I'd like to make a charm roll, please, at +10.
I would be delighted to do so. Would this guy count as high authority or a formal situation?
No, he's not a high authority. He's not a he's a regular sort of group at the minute. So.
Would he count as a heretic? No. Charm +10. You said.
I mean, you wouldn't know that. So. +10, just +10.
There we go. 6.7 degrees of success.
Oh, and you can just sense. You can sense Quintius. You can sense Quintius that he's warming to you quite quickly and quite significantly. It must be a shared conversation. It's not like that, Arnold. It's just a no homo. Just friends being friends. Two men talking about weaponry.
Talking about throttles and girth of pipe and bore and things like that. And the length of
I remember when I had my first murdered on.
How deep things go. It's totally straight.
And he but you can tell, Quintus, he's warming to you, and already he seems to be trying to do things for you. He takes you aside to his antechamber. He welcomes your group in there. He's very very cordial. He arranges for some drinks to be brought, some food. And he said, please, I shall speak with Marshall. I shall tell him you're good fellows, ready for trade, and I shall let me prepare for you our goods in anticipation of Captain Marshall coming to see you. Please, make yourself at ease. If there's anything I can get for you, do let us know.
Thank you.
And meanwhile, he ports across the trade goods from this ship. So again, I'm going to put it into the handouts. So it'll be handouts, trade, ridge station, and I'm going to open up. Where are we? Steadfast. And I'll share these with you.
Thank you, Sergeant. And you might have noticed, GM, that I'm putting on a different voice. I'm attempting to sound somewhat like my father.
Okay, very good. Oh, so there are 4 items here.
Layering the lie.
Flamers.
Okay, so I'm going to leave these items on display. So there are 4 items he's got for trade. Mesh armor, flamer to add to the armory. So this is not just a single flamer. This is similar to the bolt weapons. It would outkit the entire ship.
Yep.
There is some high quality promethium and also a experimental flame tank.
Ooh.
Some good stuff.
Experimental flame tank, you say?
I do say. It's just there in the handouts, Johnny. All you need to do is have a look.
Oh, I'm gonna. We have a flame
Mesh
tank.
armor.
We've already got the mesh armor. We've already got the mesh armor in the armory.
Yeah, but this is also you've got it in the armory, but it's also could potentially be a trade item as well. As you can buy it. Yep.
Mutiny control.
The Prometheum's always going to be useful, so we should give that some consideration, I think.
And this is the finest grade, Prometheum as well.
I'm just going to get a bit of a chubby on for the flame tank just because it's a big gun. Yeah. There's no other reason apart from that.
Flamers to everyone, 900 grand. Basically infinite flamers in the armory, 900 grand. It's a lot of money. Flamers are really, really potent.
They're perfect for onboard defense.
They are, but they're also really good for taking a ship if you're a seditionist. Remember, you have to think about that. If we're going to buy weapons for the armory, we need to fucking control the armory better.
Mutiny, there's no threat of mutiny, surely.
Well, they absolutely.
It's literally not the name of the campaign.
No. Misleading. There's perfect harmony aboard the ship. I think bad apples, but we can weed them out.
I mean, the thing is, if we buy armor, right? Okay, so the armor could be a trade commodity, but if we buy armor, we're selling it. That's the reason we're buying it. We're buying it to sell it to someone else. Whoever we sell it to could potentially become an enemy that now has better armor.
If we have any spare, would there be enough to buy enough heavy stubbers for 100?
It's not heavy stubbers, it's mesh armor.
No, I know, but I'm on about the other place.
There will be a limit. I will have to think of a limit because I don't know exactly what it is, Johnny. But there will be a limit of the heavy. They don't have an infinite number of heavy stubbers there.
And it's going to go. We could, I've been training iron camphans up for the military and vetting them. We could equip some of those newbies out instead of the gear what we've got for our troops anyway, because it's a little bit worse.
We already have enough armor in the armory, Arnold.
So you've got you've already got mesh. You've already got mesh in the armory.
This is a considerable amount of mesh to buy as a trade commodity. That's my point. If we buy it, we buy it to sell, and if we sell it to a potential enemy or ally.
What about? I think buying everybody a flavor can't go wrong.
Yes, it can, but I do see the merit of doing so. But it can go wrong. Flamers are very simple weapons to use. Point and shoot. Any retard or orc can use them.
No, I could potentially have my own ship of orcs.
Yeah, I really don't think that's a very good idea. This tank, I am intrigued by this tank. I can foresee uses for the flame tank in the future, providing we keep control of who has access to it, limited.
I mean, how much does a flame tank cost, or how much does a ship full of orcs, loads of orc weaponry, and people cost, eh?
100 grand plus 50 grand a week, whereas the flame tank costs us 45 grand done.
So we've come across artillery, and we've also come across tanks. So, not to kind of preempt Alan, and that we're probably going to have a ground war.
Look, it's as simple as this, Yarn. Yarn isn't Yarn. It's as simple as this, Nixios. If we buy these
Who's
tanks
this Alan?
and this artillery...
They're all an intelligence test to check the GM's.
The GM's intent.
Yeah.
Look, it's like any weapon, right? Isn't it not better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it? I think the tank we should buy.
I think we should, I think a tank and an artillery is less relevant when you own the skies and have Vulcan megavolters on your flyers.
It's a good point. Well made. I agree. What's the cost of the artillery? Can't remember.
Just have a look. So
It's
that's
about
from
100K, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. So it's trade, rich station, Hammer 81. So it was 250K actually. Quite expensive for the. That's for free. Free.
250,000 for the artillery. 45 grand for the tank.
Or the artillery comes with a load of different ammo as well.
Yeah. Or we're talking about bolt weapons. Did the bolt weapons equip the bombers as well then?
The interceptors.
The interceptors.
Yeah. You've got like heavy weapons for the interceptors, and also lower grade weapons for the ship armor as well.
So 2 million to bolterize everything. And yep, I agree. If you own the skies, that's great. Or
Yeah, it
250
is.
grand
It is a
for
lot.
250 grand for 3 basilisks. It looks like, and 45 grand for a tank.
Pretty much.
The basilisk could come in handy for ground-based operations. We should be thinking about things like that, like raiding and things like that. If we had to blast our way into a settlement or something.
We also have the
Ah,
malevolence.
raiding.
Guys, just so you know, there probably won't be a ground war. Okay, just so you know, we'll probably never get that far.
Okay.
Now we're all thinking there will be a ground war because it's Alan.
Oh, I'm such a cunt. I'm sorry, guys.
It's such a tease, Al. We don't know. No, they're coming or going, mate.
Didn't you literally just... Isn't the whole point of the squats that we help them get rid of the fucking orcs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at war with the Red Orcs, and they think that your ship might be just what they need to turn the tide.
Yeah. If they can fix our weapons and we can blast some orcs, who knows what we might be able to find, and then we could use them as allies to try and take on.
It's only 45k by the fucking tank.
Yeah, but you have a
basically priced in.
You have a point.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should buy this fucking flame tank no matter what.
And the Prometheum.
But if we're going to fucking help these squats and fight the orcs, maybe the bolter armory is the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
because these
actually,
guys
guys,
have
you did.
said that they'll fucking help us. They'll fucking be on our side and blah blah blah. And I'm assuming that the squats have a lot of tanks and other armor.
Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think so.
We
That makes
got
a lot
like
of sense.
a
Just,
quality Prometheum.
can I-
Would that make
can I
the
just jump
flavors
in,
better?
guys?
Sorry.
Yeah, so I just want to jump in. So basically high quality Prometheum, anything you would use Prometheum for, it will be improved. But the actual, if you look with the flame armor, if you look at the handout, Johnny, the flame armory also has several upgrades available to it. So you can actually get different grades of Prometheum to upgrade the flamers as well.
And
That would be
flamers,
really
and
good.
heavy flamers, and flame pistols.
yeah. But there's also different types of fuel
Blue
available.
flame, green
What I want to
flame.
say, yeah. So,
White flame.
but what I wanted to say is there's a choice of 4 paths for the next let's say chapter of the campaign. One of them we've got Squats versus Orcs. We have actually discovered the other one of the other sectors, which was the Nephilim, which was the refugee ship, which you've saved. They have told you that they've come from a particular empire that was basically been attacked and crushed by the Butcher King, who's the main baddie, the Plague Fleet, and all that. So their empire has been ruined, and so they've given you the location of where they fled from, and that was so you actually uncovered 2 of the locations thus far. Still 2 to be discovered. So if you want, so there's one option which is go for the Squats versus Orcs. The second option is to go riding off into this. I don't know what have I called this? But yeah, but it's really just it's an empire in flames really. Let's see if I can find this. I mean it's not sounding that appetizing, but I'm just letting you know that it's not. Let me see, where are we?
Well, there is a 5th option. We could all play space pirates on the Orc ship.
That's 5th option.
On the Orc ship, get in trouble with the crew. Are you pink pathetical me?
All you need to do, Aiden, is find a GM for it.
I know.
So, I mean, this feels like to metagame a little bit. Like there's
Yes,
there's some big purchases to be made here, but the big purchases revolve around some meta knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I think what we need to do is not make any more big purchases, find the other 2 locations, decide which location we want to push the campaign in, and then make purchases that apply to those locations.
Oh,
I think personally, I think in order to get the ship fixed and up to scratch, the Squats would probably seem like the best option. Plus they've got advanced knowledge, but then we could use that to maybe form an alliance with D's.
We don't know what the other two options are yet.
Yeah.
You say it's the best option, but you've said it's the best option, but you don't know what two of the options are. John.
Yeah.
I mean, I would agree that. I mean, we know there's these people, this Empire in Flames that Alan's talking about, which, to be honest, does intrigue Dave. Might not intrigue Quintius. We know there's squats that would probably intrigue Alexa because high tech, fucking advanced AI, cloning, all sorts of shit with squats.
Yeah.
But
there's
there's
a lot of knowledge about automation and things
but
like that.
there's
as well.
yeah, so there's two other options. We need to figure out what they are before we make any more major purchases, and then as a group, we need to make a meta decision. Which of the 4 paths of Al's campaign we want to follow, and then we make the major purchases that suit that campaign. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Just evil path.
We don't know.
Evil petting zoo.
It's not a black and white. It's not a fucking binary decision. This is it. It's like let's see what there is and then discuss it as a group.
Yeah,
of course. Well, it just depends how merciless you are if you want to make.
Oh, we just see what the 4 options are and we discuss it as adults, as a group.
Yeah.
What? As an adult.
As 4 functioning adults with an equal share in the plot of this game, let's discuss it.
Okay, and perhaps, guys.
I'm going down the most communist path I can find. Fuck you all.
Why not? I would.
And I think perhaps at this level of chaos, this is probably the best place. At
What
which
just
we should
happened?
end.
What? We're in a good place there.
I mean, Alan, it's 11 o'clock and Hayden's still awake. How dare you end the game here, you fucking vagina?
Oh.
That works. I roll.
Fuck off, then. Fine, carry on.
Yeah!
Yes.
I've got it.
Yes.
I mean, no, Johnny had 62. So.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Johnny can be the pussy that
I'll
ends the
stay
game.
for a few minutes to kind of carry on. It's like Alexa's
No. No. When it stops, it stops. Because I've got work tomorrow. Right?
Yeah,
So
it's fine. I understand.
But anyway, you prick. Anyway, but I can't dish out and not take it, Dave. So that's fine.
Yeah,
so,
fine,
but Johnny's 62. So Johnny gets to decide when we'll stop.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys carry on. I'm having a cigarette, so I'm all right for about 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, okay. So we'll carry on for a little bit, and then
I'm going to
we'll
vicariously smoke your cigarette.
Yeah, basically, with your presence.
Okay. So so you've had the information. You've been discussing it for a little while. It doesn't take long, maybe 20-25 minutes. But there's an arrival, a retinue, and it's Captain Marshall, who he must have come straight to see you because he's had probably a long trek down one of these docking tunnels.
Okay.
So he's come straight to see you. I'm going to just share a picture of his appearance to you. Here's Captain Marshall.
Ooh, he's a handsome chap. Look at that moustache. He's a black Magnum PI.
His moustache is, and it's well oiled. No, it's not oiled. Anyway,
Quintius likes that.
And he walks up.
It's the last refuge of blacks in the galaxy.
He's the last refuge of manliness in the galaxy. Look at him.
I think he is. Yeah, he's a handsome chap. I was joking about
He's
that.
got a look which could be stern, but if he relaxes his eyes, it's kind.
Soft. You wouldn't mind if he was looking over your shoulder from behind.
I'd have him watch my back.
He could be my captain anytime.
He can watch my back anytime he wants. Oh, Captain. Oh, Captain Marshall. Oh.
Captain Marshall.
I wish, guys, I'd trusted my gut and ended the game 3
No,
minutes
keep
early.
going,
like
keep
fucking
going.
said.
Just keep going, Alan. Just keep
Dave,
going.
let me call it back in. No, I regret it, Dave. I'm full of regret.
It's too late.
Proper PDE going there, hasn't he? He's got some PDE going there.
Suit you, sir.
Come on, Captain Marshall. Tell me what you've got. Show me what you've got.
What he's got is the end of the fucking game.
help
You
him out,
fucking
it's
you're like a
It's
pack of fucking hungry dogs at the minute. Look at you. Look at Hayden's expression. Look at that. Look at
I can't see Hayden at the moment, sadly.
Like I said earlier in the night, this is the most homoerotic group of 5 straight men I've ever encountered.
I'm
Be rude
air
not to.
quoting straight at the minute. I think that's debatable.
Straight.
Oh dear.
Wait,
Anyway,
You
what was the
You
point?
should have made it into a love scene
The
between.
point was, is the game is over. It's finished. It's done. You've ruined it for everyone, Dave.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought Magnum PI was a.
Black
No,
Magnum.
of course you want to
Yeah.
carry on, Hayden. You've had a
But what-
fucking sleep. You've had a
But
sleep
what
for
does
the
he
last
sound
2 hours.
like?
Whoa,
What does he
Black
sound
Sound
Magnum. Bam,
well,
bam.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
I want to
think
hear his
now.
voice.
Whatever accent,
His
whatever
voice
accent.
matches
I-
madness.
I
I
want to know.
told you, I don't care what you want. What I want is to fucking say, no, it ends now. I will not do as you say.
Your players want more,
Give you now. No, I know they do. You should
Well,
always leave them
I'm
on
really
two.
excited to hear what Captain Marshall has to say.
I am.
You'll have to-
Yeah, I'm
You'll
intrigued.
find out next week.
No,
it's me,
don't.
Captain
Oh,
Marshall.
It's me.
What?
Is it going to be like my Italian accent on
don't
Sunday
know.
that just kept not being
I
Italian?
don't know. Honestly, I've not got as far as his accent yet, but now he's put a lot of pressure on
He's
it, and I've got to
Italian.
think about it.
He's called
No, I didn't.
Marshall.
I did Italian. I did Italian the other day.
Yeah, but he's
That was,
called
it
Marshall.
was-
He's
it was
black.
ridiculous.
I mean, Italian makes sense.
Listen, this isn't a fucking democracy, you cunts.
No, I
right?
thought it was. I thought we decided. I thought we decided 2 sessions ago that we decided what accents you did.
Give him a German accent. Give him a German accent.
This is Captain Marshall.
the darkest bullying, guys. You need to fucking back the fuck up. Dance, monkey, dance.
Oh. Entertain us, Alan.
Yeah. Well, I do my best. I'm dancing a little dance now. It's actually very entertaining, but you wouldn't, you can't see. So
I can imagine it. It's fine.
it's a great dance. It's so entertaining.
Got such
Really
style.
sat there,
I do have a lot of
naked,
style.
just with his hand.
I can sense your moves across the void.
All right, Hayden. You act like you've busted me, but I know you've got cameras set up in here, so don't give me that fucking shit.
So you are.
Oh dear. Well, that was quite the game.
It was a good game, Al. I enjoyed it.
It was a good game with a perfect ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Next time on Dark Heresy.
Next time.
DDE.
I don't even know. That's gone over my head. That one.
It's Big Dick Energy, mate.
Oh, I thought it said PDA. I've heard BD. I said PDA. I thought,
BDE, yeah.
Oh,
I've heard that.
BB.
Yeah, he has been.
Big Black Dick Energy show.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Cool.
Anyway, it's been an education
It's been every day's a school day, Johnny.
every day.
Cool.
Captain Marshall, he's a hero.
Hero.
gonna take heresy down to 0.
Just for the record, guys, I've thought of his accent.
Is it Italian?
I'm not telling you what it is. Dave.
Is it South
It's here.
African?
All I'm saying is I have decided. All I'm saying.
Do you
I'm Captain Marshall,
do you,
fool!
do you have a South African accent, Alan?
Not very good, no. But
No?
I can say
I pity the
nothing
fool
in
that
the-
don't buy these wares.
Say
nothing. No great, but
What are
nothing.
you talking about, boy?
What
Stop stammering, little white boy.
was that, Alan?
I can't say it. YouTube will.
Wait, let me stop the
dear.
recording. Wait, let me